long shots from the back of the house or the edge of the driveway. The shots begin in the day and ends after dark, amidst the call of dinner's ready and just a few more shots, Mom. From that lonely hoop with the chain half off, a dream begins. The dream to join with neighbors down the street or across town, donning that jersey, the hometown high school colors, as the community cheers. The dream of a championship. It is the magic of high school basketball. From the lonely goal to a jet rivalry night. It is Pickett County Bobcats basketball.
With that, we welcome you into Gordonsville High School, the home of the Tigers. My name's Jacob Vincent, Casey Polden to my right. We've got some new intro music. We've got some new automation systems. We've got a little bit better production value here at UC Sports Nation. Going to be a lot of fun for this one. Pickett County Lady Bobcats getting set to take on the Gordonsville Tigerettes. 2-5 on the season are the Tigerettes, and 8-1 are the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. And Casey, this is the Pickett County team playing some good basketball right now, and they're already 1-0 in district play. Yeah, we've seen a pretty good body of work from them against Red Bull and Springs the other night, Jacob. Really, Casey's keys to the game tonight. You know, for Pickett County, they got to continue to push the pace and get transition buckets. They've got to convert those easy baskets. We saw them miss a number of those the other night. So got to hit those bunnies around the basket for sure. Really controlling the paint, you know, contesting inside shots. Think back to last game, Reeder had 5 blocks. So altering those shots and challenging inside. I think rebounding continues to be a big key for tonight. Think back to last game, Reeder had 15 boards, Wood with 12, Eminette had 7. Really controlled the boards. Those rebounds, they end up leading to a lot of second chance points and the opportunity to really open up the transition game. And then lastly, you know, continue working on protecting the basketball, limit turnovers, don't have too many empty possessions, Jacob. On the other side for the Tigerettes, 2-5 on the season, a young squad struggling to kind of get going as they're coming off of 4 straight losses for them. Their last loss was against Smith County, 48-36, and they're just trying to look to get into the win column. Yeah, really they are. They're still trying to find their identity. I think the keys for Gordonsville ladies tonight, you know, they really got to slow down the Pickett County high-powered offense. Pickett County averaging about almost 70 points a game. Gordonsville only around 40, so they're going to try to slow up the tempo. They've got to get the most out of every possession. They can't allow Pickett County penetration, especially by Wood and Low. If they're able to get to the rim easily, Jacob, it's going to be a long night. And then lastly, you know, leverage the home court. Right after this.
Rolling toward tip-off. Pickett County basketball. The People's Bank countdown to tip-off.
The world evolution on a global scale. Never has it been more important to get the maximum value for every dollar you earn. At People's Bank, we've improved many of our most popular financial products and added new services that can help you manage your money more effectively. At People's Bank, we offer everything you need to make the most of every paycheck. People's Bank and
no student loan debt. Thousands in money saved. Right to the career you want. At TCAT Livingston, fields like information technology, machine tools, HVAC, transportation. Study today, be working in months with TCAT Livingston. Use Tennessee Reconnect and Tennessee Promise and save money. Graduate with a career and no.
Welcome back here on Lady Bobcats basketball, talking with senior Shayla Wood. And Shayla, you've played some pretty good basketball over the last 3 games. You've had 2 double-doubles. You had a player. Has there been anything differently that you've been doing, or is it kind of just how the season's been starting to go for you?
I guess it's just how the season's starting to go. I felt like I was a little bit in a slump there at the start of the season. I feel like I might have finally got past it and out of it now.
In that Livingston game, 20 points, 10 rebounds, and ever since that game, it's kind of been a point of emphasis is rebounding. What's been the difference around the team and just trying to get rebounds? Are you guys doing anything different in that aspect of the game?
Well, we've been really working hard on focusing on box outs because we really struggled against Livingston, and we missed a lot of major box outs that I think cost us. So that's just been a real point of emphasis, just trying to make sure we put a butt on somebody.
In these last few games and the 2 games that you've had double-doubles, it seems like a lot of your points are coming from transition. Do you have a favorite part of your game? Is it in transition? Is it in the half court? What do you like so much about your game?
Definitely transition. I love getting rebounds and just going down the floor because a lot of the times people aren't ready for it.
Is there maybe one part of your game that you'd like to improve over the next couple of games?
Definitely being able to attack more on like in half-court sets when the game is slowed down.
Now you got Gordonsville tonight, another district game for you. As a senior, do you try to relay to the rest of the team how important these games are?
Yeah, most definitely, because the district season kind of predicts how the tournament's going to go, and you really just want to be set up in a good position when tournament starts.
That's senior guard Shayla Wood with the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. We'll be back in a moment.
Tip-off is coming. Bobcats basketball, the People's Bank countdown to tip-off.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your
Exercise stops you cold. When picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090.
Welcome back here on Bobcats basketball, talking with head coach Brent Smith of the Lady Bobcats. Coach, big win for you in the first district game against Red Boiling Springs a couple days ago. Moved to 1-0 in district play, 48-29. It was a win, but it might not have been the prettiest win. What were your thoughts on that game and how you guys got the win?
Well, I would have told you, I guess, it was going to be a dirty game. I mean, I knew it was going to be dirtied up. I mean, just by that, I knew it would be low scoring. Felt like it would be, and I'm not sure we'll be able to do that same strategy when we get to their place, but really felt like it was something the strategy worked. Knew it wasn't going to be pretty, just didn't feel like it was going to be a pretty game, but, you get your first district win, and felt like it was a really good win for us.
It seemed like the turnovers were a little bit ramped up in that game. There were some missed layups. Was that kind of, I guess, the thing that you guys focused on in practice, getting ready for Gordonsville?
Oh, absolutely. It was a good win for a bunch of freshmen in your district. Too many, unforced stuff, and, tonight they're going to try to pressure us. They have in the games, their prior games that I've watched. They try to pressure you, maybe trap you a little bit. It's either going to get you going or it's going to put you back in a turnover mode. So hopefully it gets us rolling forward and cutting that out.
And all the players were saying that as well. Seems like they kind of took that to heart just against Red Boiling Springs. 12 rebounds from Shayla, 15 from Reeder. Amanette had 7. Is there something different you guys are doing in practice, or just the message, hey, we got to get the basketball more off the glass?
Well, we're just boxing out, and we missed I think, of course, I know Red Boiling had a little bit of size, but the way we were playing, I think we rebounded almost 17 or 18, and they only.
You beat 3 times to do well in tonight's game.
Well, clean it up, stop turning the ball over, unforced turnovers, and just get some flow. I mean, I felt like we're still searching for some answers on, people off the bench, who's that number 7, 8 is going to be, and we've got to get our foul trouble the other night. Hard to get her in the flow of the game, but coming off of a couple games before that, played really good against Cannon, and so just got to keep a steady pace, got to keep her in an even flow pretty much.
Head coach Brent Smith with the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. We're back in a moment.
The Pickett County Bobcats. Today's game sponsored by First Choice Family Care. When you're on the injury report, your choice is First Choice Family Care. 864-3232. By Kiesling Insurance. Auto, home, life, business insurance. Protecting families like yours with the best coverage. Kiesling Insurance. Pryor's Auto Spot. Saving you money on your next set of tires. Auto repairs, diesel too. Pryor's Auto Spot, Highway 111. And by People's Bank, Pickett County's community bank. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. People's Bank.
With one single payment, our interest rates are always competitive and could save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars over the life of the loan. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Welcome back into Gordonsville High School. They're going through the starting lineups. We'll take you through them as well. The visiting team on the scoreboard will be your Pickett County Lady Bobcats, coming in at 8-1 on the season. Their head coach is Brent Smith. No change in the starters for them. Allie Amonette wears the number 12. Ella Kiesling wears the 13. 33 is Emmy Lowe. Shayla Wood wears the number 34. And Callie Reeder is number 44. The home team on the scoreboard will be the Gordonsville Tigerettes. They are 2-5 on the season. Their head coach, Jake Dillard. They look like this. Katie Vaden wears the number 10. Brooklyn Stewart, a captain for this squad, wears the number 21. Number 33 is Katie Grandstaff. She only played in about 4 games this season. We don't know if she was injured or if she was sick. Whatever it was, she wasn't playing, and she's a good player for this squad.
Yeah, absolutely. She's going to be a big boost to have her back in the lineup tonight. Not sure, to your point, she's been sick or she's had an injury, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of minutes that she gets here in this game, Jacob. I will say,
A little bit shorter of a drive for us coming from Cookeville. It was kind of nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Still, it won't be like the friendly confines of the Bobcat Den tonight, that's for sure.
That is correct. Well, it is a road game, the first true road game of the season for both teams. Obviously, the girls did go on the road one time, but that was in uniforms with ground, and Pickett County will have it. Pickett County in their away gray uniforms with black numbers and yellow trim around them as well. Emmy Lowe will have it, tap the key, move it to the right side. Looking right, we'll reverse it back to Amonette. Looking down low to Reeder, who's got her defender sealed. Goes up with a shot. It's a little short, but rebounded by Shayla Wood. Missed it on the putback. Gets her own rebound. We'll kick it out to Ella Kiesling. She'll fire away the triple. That one's no good. Rebound picked up by Gordonsville. So a couple of rebounds already, but no points away. Tigerettes out in front now. Driving to the basket and pulling it back out is Katie Vaden. Vaden looks down low to her post player, and Stewart will kick it out to Brown, who takes the triple from the corner, and she knocks it down. Hot start for Olivia Brown and the Tigerettes. It's 3-0, 45 seconds into the ball game. Kiesling picks up her dribble on the right wing. We'll skip it over to Amonette left side. Amonette will dial up the triple and then pass it into the high post to Reeder at the free throw line. Give it back to Amonette. Amonette thought about taking 3. Now will pick up her dribble again. Skip it all the way over to Wood on the left wing. The Bobcats moving the ball around. Emmy Lowe didn't play a lot in their last game against Red Boiling Springs. She got into some early foul trouble. Here's a kick out to Amonette for a triple. That one's off the back iron, no good. But who else? Shayla Wood there to pull in the rebound. And then they're going to say it got tipped off of her last as the Tigerettes hit it off of her and out of bounds.
Well, full court pressure right here by Pickett County. Going to try to speed up the pace, see if they can turn them over a little bit.
It's a 3-0 lead early on for Gordonsville with 6:36 to play in the first quarter. They break the Bobcats press and come across the timeline on the big G in the middle for Gordonsville. Here is Brown in the left corner again. A 2-3 zone on defense. Looks like maybe a bit of a matchup zone. The right wing it goes. 3 ball again is going to go down for Gordonsville. Outside that time was Katie Vaden. She's got a triple, and it's 6-0. Tigerettes on top. Bobcats dealing with some early adversity here in the first quarter. 6 minutes to play. Amonette throws it over the top for Reeder down low. She got fouled, and she'll be at the line. We were talking on the way home from the last game. Her positioning is just phenomenal, especially as a freshman.
Yeah, she understands where to position her body, where she can turn to the goal and get a shot up, Jacob. So very nice footwork. You can tell she's worked on that part of her game for a long time.
Yeah, her stats over the last 3 games have been phenomenal as well. She knocks down the first free throw against Cannon County. 6 points, 13 rebounds, 9.7 rebounds against Warren Central. And then against Red Boiling Springs, a double-double with 10 points and 15 rebounds and 5 blocks in that game. And she knocks down 2 free throws right there to get the Bobcats on the board. She's been playing some good basketball. At the other end, Tigerettes lose the handle on it and then pick up the ball. Vaden will find Stewart on the left block and lay it up and in. Well, so far, their transition offense is working pretty darn good.
Jacob, remember we talked about pregame. They needed to probably make the first punch, and it feels like they have right here.
Kiesling is short on the triple from the right side. It's rebounded by the Tigerettes, and they're back in transition with their eyes up. Finding in transition is Grandstaff. Lost the handle on it down low. She falls down and tied up by Callie Reeder. And a nice job by the Bobcats to get the tie up that time. Gordonsville will take it out under the basket on the E, and Tigerettes along that baseline. Inbound here on the near side. Brown will get it and reverse it over towards the top of the key. Emmy Lowe on defense on her. Finds Grandstaff in the corner. Will fake a three and penetrate. Lost the handle on it. It's loose on the ground and picked up by Wood. A steal by Shayla. Takes it to the basket, puts up the shot, and gets it to fall.
Great transition bucket right there. She got out on the run and just couldn't be stopped. Made it all the way into the goal.
And she said in the pregame, you know, that is my favorite part of the game. Get in transition, get to the bucket. At the other end, the Tigerettes almost had another transition bucket and instead throw it out of bounds. And the Bobcats going to fortunately get the ball back that time.
Yeah, they want to get a good shot down right here. Get the game under control a little bit.
4:59 to play here in the first quarter. It's 8-4. Tigerettes on top of the Lady Bobcats. Lady Bobcats will have the basketball here. Amonette has it top of the key. Looking for Emmy Lowe on the right wing, and it's tipped out of bounds, last touched by the Lady Bobcats. Or excuse me, by the Tigerettes. Lady Bobcats will keep it. Here is Amonette on the right wing. Looking down low for Reeder, throws it all the way over the top, spins through a double team, will find Wood top of the key. Now she'll penetrate, pull up from 15 feet, let it fly and rattle it in. Shayla Wood with a nice little jumper from the free throw line will knock it down. She's got 4 points.
Over the last couple of games, she's done a really nice job at getting to a spot, going straight up, not trying to go into the defender.
It's an 8-6 lead for the Tigerettes, who've got the ball on offense with 4:20 to play here in the first quarter. Dribbling the basketball around is Lily Manor. Give it over to Grandstaff on the right wing. Grandstaff will fake a three, give it back to Manor. Manor was averaging 14 points a ball game through those first 4 games. She'll take the deep three from the right side here. Can't get it to fall. And rebounded by Emmy Lowe. Pickett County on the attack. Here's Kiesling from the right side. Short, no good. And trying to get the rebound was Reeder. Couldn't come up with it. But Shayla Wood steals it away, and then she gets fouled in the process. Nice job by Shayla Wood. Said, you know, it's just kind of an effort thing, especially on that rebounding, as well as you know as anybody.
Yeah,
there's not a whole lot of technique you can have other than where you think the ball is going to go off the rim.
Yeah, that and a lot of work too, right? You got to want to get that rebound.
We're going to see our first sub of the game. That's Tompkins coming in for Ella Kiesling. There's a skip pass over to Tompkins on the right wing. She'll penetrate, put it up with the left hand from 10 feet. Can't get it to fall. Fighting for her own rebound. And forces the ball to go out of bounds, last touched by the Tigerettes. So Lady Bobcats another chance here with 3:44 to play in the first quarter. They're down 8-6. Low inbound to Amonette on the left wing. Looking to get it inside, throws it off the foot of a Gordonsville Tiger player. And it's going to stay with the Bobcats on the far sideline. So far they're dealing with that little bit of adversity early pretty well. There's a back cut by Shayla Wood to the basket, puts up the shot, couldn't get it to fall. Good defense by Gordonsville. They'll go back on the attack the other way. Manor leading the break into 2 defenders, has to pull it back out along the 3-point line. Crosses over on Amonette, takes it to the hoop, puts it up with the left hand, but can't get it to fall. A strong move by Lily Manor. She'll be at the line for 2 shots.
Really nice crossover right there around the 3-point line. Got the defender leaning left. She brought her back into the paint, was able to get it to the rack. She's going to the line for 2.
That defender was Allie Amonette, is tagged with her first foul. Manor with her first point on a good free throw, and the first sub coming in for Gordonsville as well. It's number 34, Avery Crawford. She'll check in for the first time. Grandstaff will take a rest on the bench. Manor will try the second free throw. Can't get the shooter's touch as it rattles out. Goes 1 for 2 from the stripe that time. Bobcats back with the basketball. Looking for Reeder down low and threw it over the top. Tompkins was looking for Reeder. Coach Smith wasn't too happy about it. We saw a lot of turnovers in that game against Red Boiling Springs, and they're going to matter in this one against Gordonsville.
Absolutely. She just overthrew it. Needs to come to a jump stop right there and make a lot better pass.
So after the turnover, Gordonsville back with the basketball. Down low as Manor gets fouled again, and she'll be going to the line again. This foul going to be called on KT. That's going to be her first. Kaylee Tompkins tagged with it.
Maynard's got the ability to really get to the basket, Jacob. We're going to have to figure out ways to control that, keep her out around the perimeter. Make sure, see if she can knock down a 3-point shot.
First free throw good from Manor. And 1 for 2 the first time up. We'll try it again. Second free throw good as well. So she's 2 for 3 on the night so far. She's got 3 points. Make that 3 for 4. Emmy Lowe at the other end. Bobcats trailing 11-6. Here's a 3 ball from Reeder off the front iron and no good. Ball's loose on the ground and it's picked up by Gordonsville. And then stolen back by Amonette. Nice job by Allie Amonette to get back in transition. She'll lead the break now for Pickett County. Cross half court at the top of the key. Still dribbling with the right hand. Now she'll drift towards the right side. Give it back to Shayla Wood. Emmy Lowe will come get it to start the offense. Defender goes for the steal. She thought about penetrating. Now she'll use a screen set by Reeder. Drive to the right side. Now to the basket. Might have gotten bumped. Puts up the shot. Doesn't get the call and can't get the shot to fall. 2.5 to play in the first. Gordonsville with the basketball. Crossover. Manor comes to a jump stop. Kick it back out to Brown. Over to Crawford on the left wing. She'll bring it around the perimeter. Now she'll drive it to the basket. Blocked away by Reeder for her first block of the game. Outside Manor. We'll find Crawford again. Drives it baseline. Kicks it all the way out to Brown. Dials up the triple. That one's going to be short, but a wide open rebound and a putback is good for Gordonsville. That was Brooklyn Stewart with it. Nobody boxed her out. Ball went straight to her and she found 2 points for it and a timeout taken by Coach Smith. Just a 30-second one, so we'll keep it right here. 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. The Bobcats find themselves trailing 13-6.
Yeah, a little adversity right here. Gordonsville, they came out of the gate hot. They've knocked down a couple of threes, made the defenders come out and guard, and then that really opened up the inside game to allow for that dribble drive by Maynard. She's got some good handles.
We've seen the Bobcats rebound the basketball well on the offensive side of the glass, but defensively not really boxing.
Yeah, they just got an easy putback right there. I'm sure that's what Coach Smith wanted to call the timeout and remind them how important that piece of the game is.
13-6, they trail with 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Emmy Lowe will bring it up on the right. Man-to-man defense here for Pickett County. Screen coming for Manor is Stewart. Dribbled it out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by Amonette, so Gordonsville will keep it on the far sideline. 1:37 on the clock now, still 13-6. Gordonsville with the basketball and the 7-point lead. Coming around the top of the key, dialing up the triple, letting it fly. That was off the hands of Katie Vaden. Couldn't get it to fall, but another offensive rebound for Gordonsville. They'll have another chance. Vaden left wing. She'll drive into the middle of the lane, dump it off to Stewart on the left block. Kick it back out, dialing up the triple is Brown, and banks it in from the left side.
Banks open late, but it is open.
A lot of things are open right now for Gordonsville. At the other end, Shayla Wood all the way to the basket, answers with 2 points. She's already got 6. Hot start for Shayla Wood, as she's been very, very good in the last 3 games. We talked to her about it to start out this game. Under a minute to play now in the first quarter. It's 16-8. The Tigerettes have doubled up the Lady Bobcats. This is something I'm sure the Pickett County fans weren't expecting. Shayla Wood, great defensive play, and you like the little swagger at the end of it there.
Absolutely. She went out, got the steal, was able to go out of bounds. She's going to take it out of bounds with her. She just knocked it off a defender. Pickett County ball.
I think she's finally settling into that senior role on this team, and while she may not be the vocal leader, she is absolutely that leader by example player for this Lady Bobcat squad. Forces the turnover. Emmy Lowe at the basket, has an open lane, takes it to the hoop and will lay it in for her first 2 points. Makes it 16-10, 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. More full court pressure for Pickett County, and then they'll back out of it. Gordonsville with the basketball with 20 seconds on the clock. Brown out near half court, drives it to the basket with the left hand, lost it out of bounds. That's going to be Pickett County basketball with 16 seconds. So a chance to get it within 1 possession with a 3.
They're going to see if they pack it back in that zone like they've been playing, or if they come out and chase the ball a little bit.
So 12 seconds and counting. Emmy Lowe with the basketball. Drives it right side. Drifts out on that right side. Tried to skip it over to Reeder, and it's stolen away by Gordonsville. 2 seconds. Poked back by Pickett County. Shayla Wood from beyond half court. Not going to have enough. And the first quarter comes to an end. 16-10. The Gordonsville Tigerettes on top of the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. We're back after this.
This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes security sales consultant. The holiday delivery season is here. Know what's happening with Santa or the services that don't use reindeer with a high-definition camera system from Twin Lakes Security. With Twin Lakes, you can monitor deliveries in real time to ensure that your packages are safe and secure. Give me a call to talk about protecting your holiday deliveries and more at 931-528-2005 or visit us online at twinlakes.net.
T insert number C-0026.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Back here at Gordonsville, 16-10 lead for the Tigerettes over the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. PC starting out with the basketball here to start the second quarter. Amonette will take a triple from the left corner. That one will go down, and the Pickett County Lady Bobcats are within one possession. It's the first triple of the ball game for Pickett County, something they rely on fairly heavily throughout the first 9 games of the season. Getting some nice post play as well from Callie Reeder, but a lot of their buckets come in transition. They get a nice half-court offense set right there to start out the second.
Yeah, it's a good bucket by Kiesland, too. Maybe that'll give her a little bit of confidence. She's not shot the ball extremely well over the past couple of games.
Double dribble by Kaylee Underwood is going to be a turnover by Gordonsville, but Kaylee Underwood, an 8th grader playing for this Gordonsville squad. It's a couple 8th graders we've seen so far this season. Lydia Phillips, the other one for Monterey. Here's Allie Amonette on the left wing. Amonette will reverse it off to Lowe, top of the key. A minute in here to the second quarter. Appreciate you guys joining us here on UC Sports Nation. My name's Jacob Vincent, Casey Bolden to my right. Here's Shayla Wood in the middle of the lane for the Lady Bobcats. Gets another runner to go. Shayla Wood is just taking over this basketball team right now.
Yeah, she's just putting the team on her back, saying, come on, get on. I'm going to take us where we need to go.
She's got 8 points and gets the Bobcats within one, 16-15. Manor to the basket, blocked away by Reeder, her second block of the game. She had 5 last game against Red Boiling Springs, but then turns it over, trying to outlet it to Emmy Lowe. Thought Lowe was going to start running and threw it over her head out of bounds.
Yeah, good idea, just not good execution right there.
And that's one that Coach Smith, obviously he's upset about, but not terribly upset about, as he realizes the thought behind it. Just the execution wasn't quite there. So the inbound to Manor for the Tigerettes. Takes it all the way to the basket. She gets fouled by Reeder that time, and she'll be at the basket. I didn't see a ton of contact. I don't think you did either, but it's going to be Manor at the line.
Yeah, I saw a lot of contact on a couple other plays previous. I'm surprised they put air in the whistle on that one.
The officials for this ball game are Keith Dyer, Joel Hargis, and Patrick James. Manor cannot connect on the first free throw. She'll have another one. That's the only way she's scored in this ball game so far, is taking it to the basket, getting fouled, and getting points at the line, and in and out that time, rimmed it out. She's now 3 of 6 from the stripe. 6:18 to play here in the second quarter. This is Shayla Wood, top of the key, drifting towards the left side. Now she'll bring it back right side, has an opening, will kick it out to Amonette. Amonette fakes the triple, looking to dribble with the right hand, passes off to Reeder, top of the key. Finds Emmy Lowe out near half court. 2 minutes in here to the second quarter. Will set up the offense. Right side to Reeder. Reeder finds Amonette in the corner. Had some room, but didn't take the 3 ball. Reeder will try the 3 ball. That one's no good. And Shayla Wood went over the back. That's going to be a foul on the senior. That one was pretty textbook. Good box out by the Tigerettes, but you like the effort by Shayla Wood as well.
Good hustle play. She's just trying to get that board, trying to get a second shot up.
16-15 here in the second quarter. Tigerettes with the basketball. Manor out near half court, setting up the offense for Gordonsville. Skip it right side, and a timeout call. I thought it was an offensive foul at first. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 5:35 to play here in the second quarter. It's 16-15, and don't forget, coming up Saturday morning, tomorrow morning, we'll take you all over the Upper Cumberland as we visit live with coaches and players. The high school playbook presented by Mountain Barn Builders, talking hoops. Tomorrow morning at 9 on Rock 93.7. Tom Duggan does a tremendous job on that, corralling coaches from around the area, getting their thoughts on games from tonight and earlier in the week as well. And we'll also have some players on there tomorrow morning live from Chick-fil-A. 5:35 to play here in the second quarter, 16-15. An early lead for the Tigerettes, led by as many as 8, 16-8. It's been a 7-0 run, a slow 7-0 run, but a 7-0 run nonetheless. And the Bobcats have gotten it back within 1. Gordonsville will have it out of the timeout. Their first timeout taken. Almost a backcourt violation due to a double team put on by Pickett County. A little bit of a trapping zone. A 3 ball is deep, no good, and rebounded by Shayla Wood. So the Pickett County Bobcats, good defense, looking ahead and throwing it straight out of bounds. Shayla Wood was looking for Reeder down low. It's about 3 or 4 times now that they've been trying to get it down low and just throwing it over the head of Reeder.
I think Coach Smith's tie just came down a little bit on that play there after Jacob.
Every time he gets a little stressed out, that tie gets a little bit lower. By the time the game ends, it's about off. And here's a kick ball by Callie Reeder, but a nice defensive play to let the open pass get to Stewart. So Gordonsville will have it underneath the basket. They're running that little bit of a trapping defense now, trying to get Gordonsville sped up a little bit, as they're really just kind of running their offense with ease. They inbound to Manor, can't get the floater to go, and rebounded by Lowe. Lowe up ahead to Shayla Wood. Shayla Wood left baseline, pulls up in front of a defender, way too hard off the glass, and rebounded by Gordonsville. The other way we go. This is Vaden with it, right wing. Picks up her dribble, finds the trailing Stewart over to Grandstaff on the left side, fires the 3 and knocks it down. That's the 3rd Tigerette of the ball game who's knocked down a triple, and a big shot for them. They hadn't scored in quite some time. 4:40 to play now in the second quarter. It's 19-15. Aminette right corner. Reeder dialing up the triple, top of the key, couldn't get it to fall. A rebound by Shayla Wood, back up and in for the senior. She's already into double figures. She's got 10. Another one of those times that she had a defender in front of her, but didn't go over the back that time, just went straight up and picked it away.
We've talked about it before. She's got excellent body control.
Here's Manor down low, flailing to the bucket, and somehow gets it to go with the left hand. That was a strong move that time by Lily Manor. The other end, Emmy Lowe trying to answer. She does in the middle of the lane with the right hands. 4 points for the freshman with 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter. It's 21-19. Tell you what, it's a pretty fast-paced ball game. I didn't think we expected.
Yeah, I didn't either, and I think that plays into Pickett County's advantage as we get a little deeper into the game.
Gordonsville setting up their half-court offense with 3:45 on the clock, up by 2. Good defense by Shayla Wood. Driving in is Brown, tried to bounce it off to Vaden. It finds the hands of Stewart instead. Now Grandstaff on the right wing uses a screen, and we'll skip it over to Brown left side on the Bobcat, or on the Tiger logo. Brown driving left baseline, runs to the basket, misses it short, rebounded by Shayla Wood. Wood will have it for the Bobcats, finds Lowe in transition, crosses over to the basket, off the glass, no good. And did they call an offensive foul? I believe they did. They did. Offensive foul on Emmy Lowe. And that is now the 15th foul on the Bobcats, but all 5 different players.
Yeah.
Emmy Lowe going to check out for the first time here. Emmy Lowe not really out of control. It was just good defense by the Tigerettes underneath the basket to take the contact and take the charge.
Yeah, the defender was just sitting there. Probably should have pulled that up instead of taking it all the way to the rim.
Well, the full court pressure leads to a turnover, and, well, it was a travel, but I think they could have called a backcourt violation as well. Kiesling corralled it and then took a couple of steps into the backcourt after she had already grabbed the basketball and established position. So either way, it's a turnover by Pickett County. Good that time. Has it. Will set up the offense. 2:51 to play in the second quarter. Bobcats trailing by 2. Aminette now will reset it between the circles, drift towards the left side. They're trying to get it down low to Reeder, but Reeder not quite getting position quite yet. Aminette looking down there. Aminette tried to skip it all the way across the way to Tompkins, almost turned it over again. The zone is causing fits right now for Pickett County. They haven't been able to do anything. It's a 2-3 zone. Wood top of the key. Wood crosses in, kick it out to Aminette on the line to get the shot off. Couldn't get it off in time. Now Wood will reset it out near half court again. Very patient offense that trying to get it in the middle of the zone, but
talk about being in rhythm.
Great job. Manor at the other end bounces it off and putting up the shot, no good, but gets her own rebound. Is Kamara Young, who just checked in for the first time, and the Tigerettes back with the basketball will reset it. Manor to the basket, blocked away by Reeder again. She's got 3 of them. Ella Kiesling will go the other way now for Pickett County. Kick it out to Shayla Wood. Thought about the 3 and now will think otherwise and set up the offense with 1.5 minutes on the clock. It's 21-19. Shayla Wood out near half court. Shayla Wood drifting towards the right side. We'll find Aminette on the wing, looking down low to Reeder. A lot of contact down there, and I believe they're going to tag a foul on Gordonsville. They do. That one's going to be called on Kamara Young, her first. It's only the 13th foul on Gordonsville as well, with 1:16 to play here in the second quarter. Pickett County will take it out along the baseline. On the right side, Amonette, the trigger. Finds Reeder to the basket, puts up the shot, gets it to fall. Nice pass and a good finish. It looked like she was fighting through the defender, and almost a steal by Tompkins, who poked it away, but out of bounds, and Gordonsville will keep it on the far sideline. And see Coach Smith down there, he's already rolled the sleeves up too.
Yep. Great inbound play right there. They dialed the play up. They needed to score. They got it. They got the score tied back up right here before the half.
1:05 to play. It's 21-all. Here's Underwood on the left wing, the 8th grader for the Tigerette squad. Will find Grandstaff, dials up the deep one. That finds nothing except for the baseline. That'll be out of bounds and go back to the Bobcats with 55 seconds on the clock. And usually in this position, they take the final shot. So we'll see if Gordonsville tries to speed them up a little bit, or if Pickett County will just waste the time and try to take that final shot. It's tied right now. They have not led in this ball game. Instead, they look for Reeder down low, puts up the shot, gets it to go, and there's the first lead of the game for Pickett County, thanks to Callie Reeder. It's 23-21.
She got down there in that low block, got that position we've been talking about, able to get a bucket.
Steal by Amonette. Amonette puts up the shot from 15 feet, and Coach Smith didn't like it. He wanted the final shot. Gordonsville back with it. Driving in, pulling it back out. Grandstaff left open, right side, knocks it down. Gordonsville back on top by 1. That's her second 3 of the ball game. 9 seconds to play here in the first half. Shayla Wood with it, down by 1. 5 seconds. Shayla Wood in the middle of the lane to the basket. A little runner with the right hand, and a foul is called on Gordonsville. That's going to be on Olivia Brown. That'll be her first. And that's going to be 2 shots coming for Shayla Wood with 2 seconds on the clock. Big free throws here for the senior.
Yeah, Gordonsville's coach not really excited that they called that in the process of shooting. She had gathered herself and was going up towards the goal, and that's why they got the shooting foul. She knocks down the first one.
It was going to be a tough finish no matter what for Shayla as well. Running across that right side, drifting towards the right baseline. Instead gets fouled and knocks down both free throws. Pickett County with the 1-point lead with 1.8 seconds. Gordonsville just going to hold it for the final buzzer. Halftime score, 25-24, and a strong second quarter there by Pickett County to regain the lead. They were down 16-10 at the end of one. They've now got the 1-point advantage, 25-24. It's halftime here at Gordonsville. We'll be back after this.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautosPot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Emily Dickinson coined the phrase, crumbling is not an instant act. While many of life's problems seem to come from nowhere, the truth is, most of them give some kind of early warning sign or signal. No matter what the problem in your life may be, it will always be easier to overcome when you have money stashed away in a savings account at People's Bank. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Back here at halftime at Gordonsville High School in Gordonsville, Tennessee. And Pickett County Lady Bobcats, a slow start for them offensively, crawled all the way back in that second quarter, and they've now got the 1-point lead at halftime, 25-24. A game they were trailing 16-8 at one point. At the end of one, it was 16-10. And then they started to turn up that defensive pressure in the second quarter.
Yeah, you know, we talked about in the pregame, Jacob, really leveraging the home court advantage if you're Gordonsville, getting started quickly and getting the crowd into it. And they were able to do that. Grandstaff's knocked down a couple of threes. Pickett County really faced a little bit of adversity there. We're able to really get some stops there in the second quarter. Shayla Wood able to get to the rack. Went on a 15-8 run there in the second quarter, able to take the lead here at halftime. Feels like they're in a good spot. Probably going to see more intensity, more pressure here in the second half. Try to continue to speed the Tigerettes up some.
You know, if it weren't for Grandstaff and knocking down those two triples, it'd be a 7-point advantage for Pickett County right here. Those are just two that she got open just in the way that the offense developed, and she was able to knock them down. She's taken a few throughout this game and has knocked down those two, and those two are pretty darn big for her team right now.
Yeah, absolutely. If they can hit those perimeter shots, they're going to be able to stick around in the game. If they've got to just figure out ways to get to the bucket, ways to drive, feels like Pickett County's going to be able to slow them down some. Reeder's already had a couple of blocks, able to control the boards. They did get a couple of second opportunities, second chance points. I'm sure Coach Smith's in the locker room right now reminding the team how critical it's going to be to keep them to one shot, one possession every time down the court.
Halftime score 25-24 in favor of the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. We'll be back coming up right after this.
Pickett County Bobcats basketball. Today's game sponsored by Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well. Local experts taking care of local people. Byrdstown Medical Center, Brown's Funeral Chapel. Brown's stands beside you at those difficult moments of life. Count on Brown's Funeral Chapel. By Union Bank, serving Byrdstown, Jamestown, and Clark Range. More than 117 yards of serving the neighbors of our hometown. Member FDIC, and by Milestone Physical Therapy, orthopedic care that improves your life. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. Milestone.
Welcome back here on Pickett County Basketball. We're inside Pickett County now with some of the FFA gifts and some baking goods for the Pickett Care and Rehabilitation. And so we're going to kind of talk to them, figure out what that's all about. We're starting with Connor Dillon, a senior with the FFA. Connor, what are some of the items you're looking for in this Elves for Elders?
Well, I mean, things like blankets, socks, dolls, things like that. We're just taking up some small stuff to take to them for the holidays, such as word searches, books, deodorant.
So you guys are bringing in a lot of different stuff, taking in a lot of items for the Pickett Care and Rehabilitation. But I guess what kind of brought you guys to want to do this for Pickett Care and Rehabilitation? And I guess I'll ask Zoe.
Such like holiday cheer, I guess.
Is this something that you guys have done in years past, or is this kind of a first time thing that you guys are trying to do here?
We have done it in the past, but this year we're trying to get more members involved with what we're doing.
And then Aaliyah, we'll kind of go to you. We've got the twins over here, Aaliyah and Zoe. But Aaliyah, what kind of excites you about this opportunity to help out at Pickett Care and Rehabilitation?
We just like to see the elders happy, and we just like to do and help for our community.
And then lastly, Gabby, another senior over here, is really excited about it. What's kind of going off that, and what excites you about trying to help?
I always tried to do this. It's really fun and exciting that we get to help the elderly in our community and help spread some Christmas cheer and see them smile.
And then lastly, guys, where can people in the community take these items? Where can they help out?
You can bring it to the high school, the Pickett County High School, and drop it off at the front desk, or see Miss Tracy or one of the FFAers.
That's Inside Pickett County. We'll be back in a moment on Pickett County Basketball.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Aminette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Aminette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more, or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Aminette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Aminette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Going to the doctor regularly. It's not your favorite thing in the world, but it is the key to staying healthy. So schedule an annual physical with Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. A lot can change in a year. Better to fix it than wonder, right? 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center was started by local people to take care of neighbors and friends, like you. Schedule your wellness exam now. Most insurance is accepted. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
Back here at Gordonsville High School, we're just about done with halftime. Halftime score 25-24. Quickly, Casey, before we get started with this from around the area.
We do. We've got really a premium matchup going on over in Baxter tonight, where they're retiring Reagan Hurst's jersey. White County's on the road at Upperman. White County 6-1, Upperman 6-0. Two really good teams facing off for the first time in conference play. It's halftime. White County leads 25-19. Jacob back.
And starting out with the basketball will be Gordonsville, and Katie Grandstaff tried to start it with a three like she did in that second quarter, but couldn't get it to go down, but it was an offensive rebound for the Tigerettes. So they'll have it again here. Manor will set it up 20 seconds into the third quarter. Grandstaff on the right side will reverse it over to Brown, looking down low to Grandstaff. Poked away from behind by Amonette, saved back in bounds, and the Tigerettes will still have it. And then double dribbling was Grandstaff. Kind of forgot she had dribbled the first time. Tried to dribble again and commits the turnover violation, and we'll go the other way. In that first quarter, or first half, 12 points for Shayla Wood. Had a double-double in the last game against Red Boiling Springs. Had a double-double against Livingston 2 games before that. Player of the game against Warren Central. She's been playing some pretty darn good basketball. Here's Amonette on the left wing, dribbling the basketball around there, face guarding Emmy Lowe. Reeder tries the triple from the corner, couldn't get it. Shayla Wood, the offensive rebound, back up and in.
Shayla Wood knows where the basketball is going to be, Jacob.
14 points for the senior. Some more full court pressure for Pickett County here. And able to break it is Gordonsville. Brown on the left side, drives it to the basket, another block for Callie Reeder, already her 4th of the ball game. Mind you, she had 5 in their last game against Red Boiling Springs. Coach Smith thought that was last touched by the Tigers.
You got one ref that tried to help the official out, said one way, the other said the other. He stuck with the wrong way, I think, right there.
Well, it's a steal anyways for Ella Kiesling, so the Bobcats will have it going the other way. Over to Amonette left wing. Deep triple from the left side. Off the mark, no good, and rebounded by Manor. Didn't quite have a handle on it that time, but she let it fly. And it was just a little bit short. Still a lead, though, for the Bobcats, 27-24, thanks to a Shayla Wood putback. Tigerettes back with the basketball. On the right side, Grandstaff has it. Top of the key, she'll bring it. Hand it off to Vaden on the left wing. Vaden dialing up the triple. Check that. That was Olivia Brown, and Brown is able to knock it down. She's got 8 points and ties the ball game up at 20. Trying another triple. Can it finally go down? It does, and answers right back for the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. Well, that was probably about her 4th attempt at the ball game, and finally gets one to fall.
We talked about it last game. If she can knock that down, she's going to create some matchup nightmares later down the road.
Almost a steal by Emmy Lowe as she loses it out of bounds. And to your point, this might be something that Coach Smith said, hey, if you're open, go ahead and take it. She's got a nice enough looking shot, and I think that he wants her to get that confidence within her so they can open up that offensive side of the floor, because obviously she's good down low. If she can really spread them out to bring them all along the perimeter, that'd make this offense even better. Defensively, that's where they're at right now. 5:39 to play here in the third quarter, and a steal by Shayla Wood, and then a foul in the process by Gordonsville. That foul's going to be called on Katie Vaden. That'll be her first. She's putting the team on her back. Reeder down low to Wood. Got the position, goes up, missed it, but got her own rebound and then fouled on the way back up. So that's the thing. If she does miss, she's still there trying to fight for the rebound, comes up with it, and she'll be at the line for 2 shots.
And she's not going to miss that one too much. She just got a little high on the board, hit the front rim, bounced off. She's able to get her own rebound.
Knocks down the first one, went 2 for 2 in the first half. She's now 3 of 3 on the ball game. And good again. This is a much different free throw shooting team than the one we saw against Monterey a few weeks ago in the Thanksgiving Classic. 5:22 to play here in the third. Manor out ahead for Gordonsville. And good defense by Pickett County. I guess you could consider that a block. And Pickett County comes up with it as well in the back end. Emmy Lowe, a nice pass fake, puts up the floater and gets it to fall. What a pretty move. 6 points for Emmy Lowe, and a timeout taken by Gordonsville. It's a full one. We'll take it with them. 34-27, Pickett County on top. 5:06 to play in the third. We're back after this.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. Automotive, electrical, building construction.
Where does your son or daughter want to be?
Cosmetology.
Does your graduate want a career?
Diesel technology.
Good
EMT,
money without bad debt?
HVAC technology.
The Tennessee College of Applied Technology
Industrial maintenance.
can deliver a career in a year,
Information
a
technology,
future
tools, nursing,
in the career field your son or daughter wants.
power
And
line
often,
technology,
it can be free. Visit tcatlivingston.edu.
Out of the timeout, Gordonsville with the basketball. A 9-3 run to start out this third quarter for the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. They lead at 34-27, and a foul inside here is called on the Lady Bobcats to come out of the timeout. Foul's going to be tacked on Emmy Lowe. That's going to be her second. Well, they say that's her third. I only got her for 2. They might want to check that at the scores table. 4:55 to play in the third. Olivia Brown with it on the right wing. Brown looking inside to Stewart. Will now ask for a screen. She'll use it, drift towards the left side. Brown out near the top of the key, spins around, driving to the left side, kick it out to Manor on the left wing. Manor dribbling with her right hand, being guarded by Kiesling. Had the pass tipped as she was looking for Stewart coming around to the top of the key. And we'll give it back to Manor now. A little bit of a confused look on offense here for Gordonsville. We haven't seen it too much. They've
able to.
Emmy Lowe with a little bit of hesitation and then puts the shot up. Couldn't get it to fall. Amonette gets the putback. No good. Shayla Wood, the off-4 on the clock. They lead at 34-27.
The bench really liked that big rebound right there by Lowe, or excuse me, by Wood.
Here's Kiesling. Puts up the jumper from the right side. No good. Rebound tipped around is picked up by the Tigerettes. 34-27. Pickett County still leading with 3:35 to play in the third quarter. Manor across the timeline, looking left side. Ran into Grandstaff, and now is going to have to reset the offense. It looks like a little bit of a blown play. Now she'll try to go ISO. Kick it out on the wing to Stewart. Stewart skip it over to the right side for Brown. Flies it away from deep. Can't get it to fall. Good box out. Good rebound by Reeder. Pickett County in transition. Emmy Lowe, top of the key, drives in, kick out Kiesling. 3 ball from the wing, will not fall, and rebounded and cleared away by Gordonsville. That was a nice little transition offense there for Pickett County. At the other end, a shot is gonna fall high off the glass from Olivia Brown from the right side. That was a nice little move by Brown. She's got 5 points, a whistle, and a turnover by Pickett County. Kaylee Tompkins gonna check in for the Bobcats, comes in for Kiesling. Coach Smith hasn't looked like he's been too happy with her in today's game. She's come out a couple of times, and he's had some words for her both times. Tompkins checks in for that time. It's only been those 6, the starters and Kaylee Tompkins, who have played in this ball game so far. 34-29. Deep three from the left side is going to go down for Lily Manor. That's a big shot right there. Gets them within one possession, 34-32. 2.5 to play in the third. This is a team that's lost 4 games in a row, but also have been without Manor for 3 of those. Reeder from the right side trying to answer, nothing but net. Callie Reeder's second triple of the ball game and second triple here in the third quarter. She's got 12 points, and Kaylee Tompkins essentially tackles Brooklyn Stewart there, and it's going to be tagged with the foul. Was going for the steal, and I think she realized a little bit too late that she was not going to get there and tried to stop herself and ran into Stewart in the process.
Yeah, the hustle play. She just got over there, got her body out.
Foul on Pickett County here in the half. 2:10 to play in the third. The second foul on Tompkins as well. Olivia Brown gets the ball streaking up the court for the Tigerettes. Tried to hand it off. The ball's loose on the ground. It's picked up by Tompkins, then tied up by Manor. Nice fight by the girls on the floor, but it is going to be Pickett County basketball. A nice job by the Lady Bobcats to get back, tie it up, and get the ball back with 2:02 on the clock. They lead it by 5, 37-32, thanks to a Callie Reeder triple. Thought about it as she tried to pass it to Tompkins, and it's a steal by Manor now. Manor at the free throw line, drives in, and she's going to be fouled by Shayla Wood. They call a blocking foul on Wood. It's going to be Wood's second foul. Going to take it out underneath the basket is going to be Olivia Brown. Will trigger it in for Gordonsville with 1:48 to play on the clock here in the third. Almost a steal by Pickett County. Poked out of bounds, last touch by Gordonsville, so it will be a turnover. Nice defense there by the Bobcats.
Yeah, absolutely. Good hands, active hands. Just able to slap it away. Went off Gordonsville leg, out of bounds. PC ball.
Tell you what, we're getting a treat here in this one. I don't think either of us thought this game would be as close as it is right now, and we did expect the boys' game to be a pretty good one. Shayla Wood down low, a great pass from Emmy Lowe, finds Wood, and Wood gets the 2 points. Nice finish with the body on her as well. 39-32, 1:24 to play in the third. Katie Vaden will bring it up now for the Tigerettes. And a steal by Kaylee Tompkins. She's out in front all by herself, lays it up and in with the... Now on the right side to Brown, dials up the triple. It's off the mark, and a good box out by Tompkins is going to find Reeder, and now Wood in transition. Looks like they might slow it up for the final shot, and especially after what happened at the end of the first half, you could tell all the players were like, all right, we're just going to slow it down, and as I say that, they turn it over as Shayla Wood was looking for Emmy Lowe and just threw it out of her reach.
Yeah, Coach Smith pretty disappointed. We had an opportunity to get the last shot up right there. We just threw it straight out of bounds. He's pretty disappointed.
So Kiesling is going to come in for Emmy Lowe here. Kiesling checks in to play defense on Manor. 35 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. It's 41-32. Pickett County leads by 9. Manor putting a couple of moves on Kiesling. We'll move it to the right side for Underwood. Underwood jabs left, goes right on the right baseline with 20 seconds on the clock, and the steal by Shayla Wood. Out in front, comes to a jump stop, puts it up and lays it in with the right hand. Shayla Wood had 12 points at the half, and she's already up to 20 on the ball game. 43-32, 11-point advantage, the biggest of the game. Here's a floating 3-ball from the top of the key, a little too early before the buzzer. Is not going to go down, and Pickett County leads 43-32 at the end of 3. A nice third quarter there by Pickett County. We're back in a minute right here on UC Sports Nation.
At People's Bank, we offer many financial products and services that are designed to help you maximize any potential opportunities that come your way. People's Bank is more than just another bank. We're an independent, locally owned community bank. We strive to rise above all our competitors, and we work hard to be everything you could hope to find in a banking partner. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years experience.
fourth quarter is underway here from Gordonsville High School, and Pickett County leads it by 11, 43-32. Tigerettes with the basketball. This is Manor on the right wing. Manor driving to the right side, pulling it back out along the perimeter. Tried to bounce it off, and it's stolen away by Reeder. Could have been a foul call, but no call. The defender went draped over the top of her. Instead, it turns into 2 points for Gordonsville, and a timeout is taken by Coach Smith, and he, I think, is going to just use this to complain about the no call down there.
Yeah, Reeder just got completely ran over. Girl came over, knocked her head into the floor. We got no whistle on the play. Coach Smith is not happy.
Yeah, he's using most of the timeout right now to talk it over with the referees, and he actually looked fairly pleased with that explanation. It was a foul, I think. Most of us in the gym would agree. He takes the timeout. It is a full timeout, but we'll keep it right here. So that should have been a foul, and Reeder is visibly a little shaken up from that. She went diving on the ground for the basketball. Tigerette came behind her and essentially with her full body weight landed on her and kind of landed on her back, on her head as well. So they're actually going to check out Reeder. She's bent over at the knees on the sideline, and we'll see if she tries to stay in this ball game. It looks like they did check her out at that break, though. So yeah. Timeout taken, and Coach Smith still just throwing his hands up in the air, trying to get an explanation from the two referees, pointing at both of them, saying, hey, what's going on? My players are getting hurt over here. He didn't like that no call, and rightfully so.
Yeah, definitely we had contact, bodies on the floor, flying everywhere. We got no whistle. Just didn't look good.
So it ended up being 2 points for Stewart. At the other end, Pickett County has the basketball, and Tompkins loses the ball out of bounds. It was Kiesling down low trying to find Tompkins on the far perimeter side and threw it over her head and out of bounds yet again. 45 seconds into the fourth quarter, just a 9-point lead for Pickett County now. Manor spinning in the lane, driving to the right side, too short on the shot, and Shayla Wood has the rebound in transition. She goes, leading the attack. Bounce it off to Lowe, give it back to Wood at the free throw line to the basket. Around a defender, can't get it to fall, but Amonette the rebound. Back up, no good, got her own rebound, puts it up again, and still can't get it to fall. Gordonsville the other way now. Vaden on the right side. Pulls up at 15 feet, pass down low to Stewart. Stewart lays it up and in.
Stewart ran the floor, got rewarded with a bucket right there. Gordonsville trying to make a run right here.
She's got 8 points now. It's 43-36 with 6.5 to play. Amonette tried to answer in the corner, but couldn't get a handle on the ball in time and had to pass out of it. Now Lowe has it left baseline. It's a zone look defensively here for Gordonsville.
Reeder looks like she's been able to shake it off, Jared. Look for her to be back in the game here shortly.
Lowe, a nice little Euro step move, can't get it to finish, and Lowe lost her shoe in the process, has to slip it back on. It's 5-on-4 at the other end. Manor in the lane is going to be fouled by Kaylee Tompkins, and it's going to be 2 shots coming for Lily Manor. Check that, they call a foul. No, they do call it on Tompkins. Okay, so her third and the 14 foul, and now looks like Allie Amonette coming to the sideline as well. She might have lost a contact. So they're all over the place right now for the Bobcats.
Yeah, it's a little rough out there at the moment.
Manor misses on the first free throw attempt. These are big free throws for Gordonsville, too. They're only down by 7 points, 43-36, with 6:12 to go in the ball game. So Tompkins checks out with the 3 fouls. Reeder is back in there, so she looks to be all right. Second free throw good, though, for Lily Manor. Makes it 43-37, a 2-possession ball game here in Gordonsville. Here's a little bit of a 2-3 extended zone, and it turns into a turnover by the Bobcats. Shayla Wood caught the pass, and 2 defenders came to her. She didn't realize how fast they were coming, traveled with it, and it leads to a 30-second timeout taken by Coach Smith. 6:05 to play in the fourth quarter, and the Bobcats, it's almost like they're struggling to that finish line right now, only leading by 6, 43-37.
Yeah, we talked about it on the pregame. They got to continue working on protecting the basketball. They've had several really unforced turnovers right here in the fourth quarter, Jacob. A lot of empty possessions. No really rhythm on offense here in the fourth quarter. Coach Smith just wanted to take a timeout, reset everything right here, get the team aligned to how they want to finish the ball game.
Well, so far it's been a 5-0 run for the Gordonsville Tigerettes to start out this fourth quarter, with a couple of field goals from Brooklyn Stewart and a good free throw by Lily Manor, and has gotten it to within 6. No points yet here, 2 minutes into this fourth quarter for Pickett County. Tigerettes with the basketball. Manor in the middle of the lane to the basket. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound fought for. Is going to be tied up. It'll be a jump ball, and it'll stay with Gordonsville underneath the basket. Good defense again, though, by Reeder down there. Altered the shot just enough. Manor was getting a lot of those buckets to go in the first quarter, and ever since then, they've made the adjustment, not had anything, or not let her have anything easy, I should say. Here she is with it on the top of the key. She has knocked down a triple in this game. Doesn't take it right there and takes a couple dribbles. Will pass off to Brown left side. Brown will fake a three, put it up with a floater from the free throw line. Missed it, but got her own rebound. Goes back up and gets it to fall. She's having a nice game. 12 points in this one. Her season high so far is 15 against Smith County, and now another turnover by Pickett County. At the other end, up and in, and we've got a one-possession ball game, 43-41. Vaden with 5 points now. The defense is turning up to be too hard for Pickett County on offense so far here in the fourth quarter. Kind of running a bit of a gimmick defense, a very spread out 2-3 zone. They're sending those top two players trapping every time at whoever's got the ball. Points in the process. She's got 22 now. She's scored as many as 25 in a ball game this season, and well, that was the last game against Red Boiling Springs, a season high for her. 22 of them right now with 4:44 remaining in the ball game. Pickett County leading 45-41. Manor between the circles, setting up the offense. Moves it left side into the hands of Vaden. Vaden on the left wing, dribbling with the right hand. Coming off a curl screen is Brown. Kick it out to Manor right side. Fires away the triple, knocks it down, nothing but nylon. Manor from the right wing. She's got 12 points, and it's back to a 1-point ball game. A skip pass picked off by Gordonsville, out of bounds. It's going to stay with Pickett County here on the near sideline. Tell you what, that spread out zone defense is working pretty well right now for Gordonsville.
Yeah, Pickett County, they need to shorten up their passes a little bit, trying to make cross-court passes, not putting enough mojo on it. Got to make them a little more crisp.
Emmy Lowe's got it in the backcourt. We'll get it into the front court. Amonette three ball, no good off the back iron, but Shayla Wood, another offensive rebound. Lowe has it. She'll take it to the basket, throw a little bit of an oop, pass to Allie Amonette, steps around a defender, lays it up and in with the right hand.
Great little up and under right there by Allie Amonette.
Those are her first points since the second quarter. She's got 5 now. It's 47-44. Pickett County leads by 3. 3:45 to go in the ball game. Brown on the right wing for the Tigerettes. Brown surveying will find 44. Lead by 5 with 3:17 to play in the ball game. Mind you, this is a district game. This is a huge game for Pickett County. It might even be a little bit bigger now. I don't think they expected it to be this close in the fourth quarter. Here is Vaden, fires away the triple off the mark. Nobody boxed her out, got her own rebound and lays it up and in for the 2 points. So she had an uncontested look from 3, got her own rebound, laid it up and in for the 2 points. Another timeout taken by Pickett County. We'll take it with them. 49-46, 2:57 to play in the ball game. We're back after this.
Time is money. And if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Well, here we go, folks. Out of the timeout, Pickett County with the basketball. 3 ball from the wing for Kiesling is good from the near corner. What a big shot by Ella Kiesling. Had not scored until that bucket, and it's a huge one. 52-46 at the other end. Stewart answers with a 2-pointer from the right baseline. Brooklyn Stewart, one of the captains on this squad. She's got 6 points in the fourth quarter. Makes it 52-48. 226 to 18 feet. Lets it fly off the front iron. No good. Amonette, the rebound, gets fouled, and she'll be at the line for 2 points.
Allie Amonette coming up big right here in the fourth quarter, Jacob. She's already had 4 points. That was a big rebound right here. She's got a chance to put 2 more points on the board.
4th team foul on Gordonsville. At the line is going to be Allie Amonette. To the line for the first time. Off the front iron and rattles it in. Nice little shooter's touch from the freshman. 53-48 the score right now. Amonette going to try it again, and that time a little bit smoother. She goes 2 for 2 from the stripe, makes it 54-48 with 2:20 to play in the ball game. Pickett County leading by those 6 points. At the other end, Brown bounces it off to Stewart, who has to pull it back out near the perimeter, hand it back off to Brown. Into a cutting manner to the basket. Great straight up defense, turns into a turnover by Gordonsville. The other way we go. Wood on the right side, back to Lowe, kick it out to Kiesling. Doesn't take the triple, finds Amonette top of the key. Amonette will dive.
Pickett County going to burn a little clock right here.
Now Lowe will take it to the basket, another pass fake and laying it up and in with the right hand. Emmy Lowe has done that twice now, and it's worked both times. 56-48, an 8-point advantage for Pickett County with 1:35 remaining. Brown bounce it off to Stewart, lays it up and in for the 2 points, and a timeout taken by Gordonsville. Stewart coming alive here in the 4th. She's got 8 points. Another full timeout. We'll take it with them, but don't go anywhere. It's 56-50. Pickett County leads by 6 with 90 seconds on the clock. We're back in 60.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Out of the timeout, Pickett County with the basketball, and it's going to be a foul call on Gordonsville. The call is going to be on Katie Vaden. That's her 2nd, and the team's 5th. So still 2 more to get to 1-1 to put Pickett County on the line and try to extend this ball game.
Look for a quick one right here, Jacob.
They inbound to Reeder, find Amonette on the left wing. If you're Pickett County, you don't even have to score. You lead by 6 points. You just got to play keep away. That's what they're doing. Amonette on the left wing is going to be fouled by Manor. That'll be Manor's first. Make that 2nd. And 16 fouls. So still 1 more to get Pickett County to the line. 1:13 to play in this ball game. A cross-court pass to Shayla Wood, somehow catches it, a dangerous pass, and then she's fouled in the process. So Shayla Wood is going to be the one going to the line.
Really dangerous pass right there. If they pick that off and try to kick it back out of here.
That holds the pose as well. She knows what she's on the court to do. She's got 58-50. 70 seconds on the clock. Gordonsville with the basketball. Vaden double dribbled. That's a turnover. Thought about passing it and decided better not. We're going back the other way with 1:05 on the clock. Pickett County will have it back. Shayla Wood will take it out right in front of the Gordonsville bench. Inbound to Emmy Lowe. It's a man-to-man defense, and now they'll send another defender to her. They haven't fouled her yet. Now they do with 59 seconds on the clock. They let 6 seconds run off there, and it's an 8-point ball game right now. And they're fouling the players that Pickett County wants at the line.
Yeah. Lady Bobcats got to knock down some free throws here to close this game out.
Grandstaff going to check in for Avery Crawford. At the line is going to be Emmy Lowe, the freshman. 59 seconds on the clock. First one, in and out, no good. That ball looked like it was halfway down. Pickett County leading by 8. Brown at the other end, right baseline, throws it straight into the hands of Pickett County. Shayla Wood's got it now. Shayla Wood trying to come across the timeline will find Amonette in the process. Amonette gets fouled, and that'll send Amonette to the line. That foul going to be called on Stewart. Stewart tagged with her third foul. 58-50 right now. Bobcats leading by those 8 and just the 9th team foul, so still 1-1 here for Allie Amonette at the line with 45 seconds on the clock. Knocks down the front end.
We've been pretty good at the free throw line tonight, Jacob. Feels like we shot a pretty high percentage.
Well, you're right. They've only missed 1. Amonette will try it again. Second one, good again. That only one they missed was that Emmy Lowe front end, her last time up. 60-50, 10-point lead for the Bobcats. 3-ball coming from the left wing, no good, but got her own rebound was Vaden off to Stewart, blocked by Reeder. And she gets the rebound and fouled, and she'll be at the line. How about that sequence from Callie Reeder?
Absolutely. The freshman's growing up. I tell you that. She's played big the last couple of games. She's blocked some shots. She's altered shots. She's had a bunch of big rebounds. Gets a chance to go to the line right here and salt the game away.
It depends on what the official stats look like, but by my count, she's got 5 blocks, 12 points, make it 13 points after a good free throw. Not sure how many rebounds, but I'm sure she's got a good amount of those as well. Second free throw good as well. Still only 1 missed free throw in this ball game. They've needed all of them. They lead it by 12, 62-50 with 29 seconds to play. Here's Vaden left wing, drives in, floater in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Amonette, and we'll see if Gordonsville backs off. Looks like they might. 19 seconds. They still have to come across the timeline, does Emmy Lowe. And it looks like that might be it. 10 seconds. Brown's out there, but I don't know if they're going to count it. Yeah, they're going to have to pass off because they're close enough that they can count for 5 seconds. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Final buzzer. Final score, 62-50 in favor of the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. The first time all season we've seen them, and they stand up to the test. They win it by 12 and move to 2-0 in district play. We'll take a short break, come back, and break it down for you right after this.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business. Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel. Tennessee College of Applied Technology, professional careers, trained and skilled. A career in a year, no student transportation. Study today, be working in months with TCAT Livingston. Use Tennessee Reconnect and Tennessee Promise and save money. Graduate with a career and no debt. As much as $30,000 saved. Go to tcatlivingston.edu to find out more.
Now, the Union Bank post-game report. Proud to serve Byrdstown with modern tools to make banking easier. Union Bank.
Well, what a first game in this 2-game set. The Pickett County Lady Bobcats pick off the Gordonsville Tigerettes 62-50 in a game that they trailed by as many as 16-8 in the early going. They turn it around, and they look pretty darn good in those final 3 quarters.
Yeah, the Lady Bobcats really grew up a little bit tonight, Jacob. You know, they come in here, it's a different environment. You're on the road. They get a little bit of controversy, a little bit of you know, had to have a gut check time right there after they got down 8 points. Felt like they settled in the second half. Shayla Wood continues to play at a really high level. You know, we talked to Coach Smith, while she's not a real vocal leader, she's the leader out there on the court. She put the team on her back, made a lot of big plays tonight. Reeder made a lot of big plays tonight, got a lot of contributions from a lot of different players. Good win tonight for the Lady Bobcats.
That was a fun one to call, a fun one to watch as well. And The Lady Bobcats, well, they come out with a win. 9-1 on the season now, 2-0 in district play. The Tigerettes fall to 2-6 and 0-1 in district play. Let's take you through the final stats. Shayla Wood, 24 points and a lot of rebounds. Got to think that's going to be another double-double in back-to-back games for the senior. 11 points for Allie Amonette, thanks to 8 points in the fourth quarter for her. 14 for Callie Reeder, 8 for Emmy Lowe, 3 for Ella Kiesling, and 2 for Kaylee Tompkins. On the other side, 3 double-figure scores for the Tigerettes, 12 apiece for Brooklyn Stewart, Olivia Brown, and Lily Manor. 7 points for Katie Vaden and 6 for Katie Grandstaff. So final score 62-50. We'll switch modes, and well, we got the boys, especially in the Upper Cumberland and especially here in Class 1. Oh, and it's a district game as well for the Pickett County Bobcats, as they're 6-1 on the season, coming off a big win over Red Boiling Springs. However, for this Gordonsville team, they just had to postpone a game on Wednesday against Jackson County. They had some players out, couldn't play in that one, and it sounds like they're almost back to 100% here for this one. Going to be a fun one here tonight, Casey.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're close to being back at 100%. Talked to the athletic director. He said they still have one of their kids out. I've got this circled probably as one of the better games tonight in their area. Jacob, you've got 2 really good ball clubs. Going to be very well coached. Coach Bibb, you know, he's been around the Upper Cumberland before. His first year back at Gordonsville. He's going to have a really scrappy team. They're going to have a lot of grit. They're going to have a lot of pride, and they're going to play. They're going to play well. You can be guaranteed.
This is a Gordonsville team, 5-2 on the season. You mentioned it. Coach Greg Bibb is going to know some of these players fairly well, at least when they were younger. Obviously, Coach Amonette, he's been there for about 6 seasons now. So. But Coach Bibb, he's taken this team to a 5-2 record, but they are coming off a loss to Smith County, who that's a resurgent squad. They had 2 starters out against Pickett County whenever they played them, so that'll be a fun team to watch going forward. But before that, this Gordonsville team, they had won 4 games in a row. They gotten their football players back who made a deep postseason run, and now they're finally into the system. They're finally healthy. On the other side for Pickett County, 6-1 on the season, coming off a big win over Red Boiling Springs. The beat of the drum continues for this Tigers squad, or for this Bobcat squad. They've been looking pretty good.
Yeah, you know, when I think about Casey's keys to the game for tonight for Pickett County, really striking first. It's the first time, again, playing in a hostile environment. Make early plays and really take the crowd out of it. Continue to get good distribution of the basketball. We've heard Coach Amonette talking about ball movement. They're averaging about 17 assists per game. So continue to get good movement on offense and let the playmakers make plays at the rim or dribble drive for those spot-up shooters, really taking advantage of having more ball handlers. They've got 4 to 5 guys that can really handle the basketball. And then, you know, I think one of the big keys is win the dirty jobs. You know, Coach Bibb's team, they're going to go after loose balls, offensive, defensive rebounding. They got to play with a really high level of intensity and really think about, you know, ways that they can make those 50-50 plays, turn them into points, Jacob.
You know they're going to be physical. They got 6 guys who are on the 4A All-Region team in football. So this is going to be a fun one, a physical one. And this Pickett County team, they're no stranger to those physical basketball games. You think back to the Livingston one, even the Red Boiling Springs one, especially in that first quarter. Pretty physical basketball games. Coming up in a little bit, we're going to hear from Gage Harris, a sophomore from this Bobcat squad, and then we'll hear from Coach Amonette as well. Tom Duggan will give us an update on some of the games from around the area. That's coming up next on UC Sports Nation.
Bobcats basketball continues. This is the Union Bank post-game report. Union Bank, Byrdstown, Jamestown, Clark Range. Member FDIC.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Welcome back here on Pickett County Basketball, talking with sophomore on the Bobcats squad, Gage Harris. Gage, you had 6 points in the last game against Red Boiling Springs, and I know in a time when it was, I guess you could consider it junk time, but it seems like every time you come in, you're just looking like you're having fun. Is that kind of the goal for you when you come into the ball game, when you do finally get a chance to come in?
Yeah, that's about all you can do is have fun.
When you come in, you look very confident with the basketball, and I guess in terms of when you do come into the ball game, do you kind of make it a point to still know the offense, run it well, and even though the game might be won at that point, is it something that you try to make a point that you're still trying to run it well and what Coach Amonette wants you to do?
Yeah, you basically have to run it right or he will get mad at you.
In practice, are you kind of, I guess, the leader of that second group? It's kind of fun watching you guys at the end of the bench. You guys always cheering really loud, but do you kind of take it upon yourself as a sophomore to kind of be the leader of those younger guys?
I wouldn't say I'm the leader. We all play as a team. We try to do good against the black team and try to make them better so we can win.
And being on the end of the bench, we always see you guys, you're cheering really hard. Is that something that you guys are taught as a program, that if you're on the bench, you're going to be...
Make them play good on defense, turns to offense, and it goes from there.
You got Gordonsville coming up tonight. What have you guys been focusing on in practice, especially with another district game coming up here tonight?
We've been focused on blocking out, trying to get every defensive possession to an offensive possession.
It's Gage Harris with the Pickett County Bobcats. Be back in a moment.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
District games take the spotlight. This is Around UC Sports Nation. The Upperman Lady Bees host White County in the District 7-3A opener for both teams. Lady Bees coach Dana McWilliams has high praise for White County.
Well, we know White County is the favorite in our league, and some people they're the favorite to win it all this year. They're a great team. They're very well coached, and, we're excited for the challenge.
Cumberland County hosts defending Class AA state champion Macon County. Despite the Tigerettes' struggle so far, Lady Jets coach Kim Cram-Torres isn't taking them for granted.
Well, I think they're going to be really prepared because that's what winning programs do. Winning coaches have their kids prepared. So you can't walk into any game thinking, oh, well, it's just Macon or it's just so-and-so. You really got to go in and win.
On the boys' side, Clark Range visits Clay County. Buffalo's coach Jermaine McIlvain sees two areas his team needs improvement in.
Turnovers and box out. We're guard heavy, we're guard oriented. Our tallest player, is 6'3", but for the most part, our average height is probably honestly more like 5'10", 5'11".
Van Buren County visits Monterey in non-district action. Eagles coach Dustin Sullivan is still looking for more consistency on the defensive end of the court.
I think we're getting better. The kids are trying to still trying to figure out maybe what we do the best defensively. Sometimes that takes us a little while.
I'm Tom Duggan. We'll keep you updated on scores throughout the evening from UCSportsNation.com.
Welcome back here on Pickett County Basketball, talking with head coach Amonette with the Pickett County Bobcats. Coach, 63-23 win against Red Boiling Springs, your last win. 1-0 in district play. Maybe not the cleanest game for you guys, but still a win nonetheless. Just kind of take me through your thoughts of the game and how it went.
I thought that, it was an interesting game. Their game plan was to keep the game low possessions. And, they started out, I think, their first possession, they passed it for a minute. And so we changed some things up and got into our trapping defense a little bit. And, I think by the end of the first quarter, it was 26-4. and we just try to turn up the heat on them a little bit to get in the flow.
That kind of leads me into my next question. It is obviously kind of a weird start. Will picks up the 3 fouls. The technical foul is handed out. And I guess a little bit of adversity for you guys to start out. But your team started to settle in. You mentioned it. You turned up the pressure with that 1-3-1. Is that something that you guys roll out this year, I guess? But is it something that you guys run a lot in practice and try to get throughout the season?
We do. We want to be versatile defensively. So, we can press. We can run a 1-3-1. We've got a matchup 2-3 zone. We've got our man-to-man defense. That's the good thing about this team is their talent and their versatility allow us to change things up depending on who we're playing.
And I guess kind of going back to that pause in the action, it was kind of weird for everybody. But I guess, is it somewhat of a blessing in disguise, kind of taking that adversity and still being able to settle your kids down and still playing some good basketball afterwards?
Yeah, I think they came out. I don't think they agreed with the call. And I think it fired them up a little bit. And I think we went on a 24-2 run after that occurred. So, it was good to see them react the right way.
Going back to the 1-3-1, it seemed like Wattenbarger, he really liked kind of being on the weak side of it. He's able to use his vision really well and pick off some of the passes. Is that something that you've noticed that he really thrives in that 1-3-1?
He does. He anticipates real well, and he can cover a lot of ground. It's just something that depends on the team that you're playing in. And he played it a lot as a kid, so he knows what he's doing.
So you win against Red Boiling Springs, first district win. You got another district game coming up against Gordonsville. What's a couple of things you guys have been focusing on in practice getting ready for the Tigers?
I think with Gordonsville, I think they like to control possessions, and they play really, really hard. They've got a really good team this year. I think they had 4 kids transfer in that weren't there last year, and a kid come back that's a really good player. They're very athletic. They're very talented. They like to play what I would call mistake-free basketball. And they play defense really, really hard. So I think it'll be a nip and tuck game and be a really good challenge for us.
Lastly, Coach, it's first road game of the season for you guys. Started with 7 games here at home and first game going on the road. Does that change the preparation at all? Is there still just business as usual, or maybe just, hey, kind of get ready? The atmosphere might be a little bit different.
I think we do the same thing for road games that we do home games. On differences, we jump in a car and leave a little bit. I try to keep it the same, but it will be, our student section won't be there. It'll be a little unfamiliar. So when you have as many home games as we have, you got to go on the road at some point. And they do have it's a tough place to play. But I think we're mature and we'll handle that part of it.
Head coach Joseph Hamanette with the Pickett County Bobcats. We'll be back in a moment.
This is the People's Bank Countdown to Tip-Off. People's Bank and Trust of Pickett County.
Welcome back into Gordonsville High School. We're just about ready for the boys' game. They just went through the Pickett County Bobcats. Starters, we'll take you through them as well. The first 4, no change. The 2 Ammonettes on top, Will and Zach, wearing 3 and number 15 respectively. Caleb Lohorn is number 23. Hunter Wattenbarger is number 34. And Jacob Ammonette will get the start in this one wearing the number 11. On the other side for the Gordonsville Tigers, they look like this. Number 2 is Braden Holloman. Peyton Clymer wears the number 3. 23 is Bryson Greer. Austin Ducrest is number 24. And Ryder Grisham is number 30. The 2 guys to pay attention to in that starting lineup. Number 2, Braden Holloman, averaging 16 points a ball game. And then down low, Austin Ducrest. He's got 8 points a ball game, but averaging 6.5 rebounds a game as well. And he stands at 6'3", so he's got a little bit of size, and that's pretty big for a Class A team.
Absolutely, and when I look through their roster too, Jacob, they got a lot of guys that played football at a really high level. So you can imagine they're going to be good athletes. So I think Pickett County's just got to figure that out, get the right tempo, make sure they're protecting the basketball. Looking forward to a good one right here in Gordonsville, Jacob.
You mentioned the football just in that starting lineup. Peyton Clymer was a Region 4A All-Region member in football, as well as Bryson Greer. Bryson Greer was the co-defensive lineman of the year along with Will Dunny, who also plays on the team. Ducrest and Lohorn comes away with it first. It'll be Gordonsville basketball to start it off. Braden Holloman, we were talking about as they're warming up. He can shoot the basketball. He's the point guard for this squad.
He's got some range. He's definitely going to have to get out and guard him.
Here's Clymer, top of the key. Clymer into the high post to Ducrest. Will give it back to Clymer. Takes it to the basket. Gets double teamed by Ammonette. And Wattenbarger. Dump off to Ducrest down low. He's got the size. He uses it. And he's got the 2 points. Ducrest with the 2. Back the other way we go. Pickett County, their first offensive possession. Zach Amonette fakes a three on the right wing, skips it down low to Caleb Lowhorn. He got fouled, and it'll be Pickett County basketball underneath the basket.
Really nice play right there. He set a screen for Zach, then he rolled to the goal. Zach found him cutting to the bucket. He was able to get it down, but he got fouled. Going to be Pickett County's ball right here out of bounds.
Wattenbarger to trigger. Will inbound to Amonette. Amonette steps through a double team. Thought he got fouled. Threw up the shot in the process. No call. Gordonsville back with it. Right side it goes. Dialing up the triple is Grisham. Off the front iron, no good. Ducrest saves it back in. Or check that. That was Grisham. I beg your pardon. Greer saving it back into Ducray, it sounds like they're pronouncing it. So Austin Ducray with another 2 points. And a foul by Ducray is going to be his first. So Ducray picks up his first. It's a 4-0 lead for Gordonsville. Here to start off with 6:58 to play in the first quarter. Will Amonette, thumbs up in the air, will set up the offense. Zach Amonette now drives it right baseline, skip it over to Will. Dials up the triple from the left wing and rattles it in. First points of the game for Pickett County is a three ball from Will Amonette from the left side.
Nice skip pass from his brother from across court. Found him wide open in the corner. He knocked down the triple.
They're going to drop into that 1-3-1. It worked really well against Red Boiling Springs. We'll see what it can do here. That ball's poked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Tigers on the near sideline. Tell you what, it did really well against the Bulldogs in their last game out. And obviously the Tigers, maybe a little bit more talent on this squad, but defensively, we'll see what it can do. Holloman all the way to the basket, can't get it to fall. Rebound ripped down by Wattenbarger. Wattenbarger leading the break now, attacking the basket, will pull it back out along the perimeter and pick up his dribble. Looking to pass off, will skip it all the way over to Jacob Amonette left side. He'll penetrate, skip it back to Hunter Wattenbarger. Three ball from the corner is short, no good. Rebounded by Ducray. It's loose now, picked up by Wattenbarger.
Great hustle play.
Zach Amonette, triple from the left wing. That one is banked in for Zach Amonette, and he says, you know what, I'll take it.
People's Bank is open late on Friday night, Jacob.
We got all kinds of banks open. Holloman across the timeline. It's a 6-4 lead for Pickett County after the 2 threes by the Twins. Holloman, a no-look pass off to Greer, misses the bunny, but rebounded by Ducray, back up and in. Ducray's got 6 early points. We mentioned it. They've got some size down there between Greer and Ducray. There's a no-look pass over to Wattenbarger on the left wing. He'll penetrate, go past his initial defender, tried to dump it off to Lowhorn, couldn't handle the pass, and it's stolen away by the Tigers. 5.5 to play. We're tied up at 6. Three ball from Grisham from the right corner is going to go down, and now it's a 3-point advantage for Gordonsville, and a timeout taken by Pickett County. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. A 9-6 lead early on in this ball game for Gordonsville. They've looked pretty darn good offensively.
Yeah, Ducray's got down there. He's got his position. He's able to get a couple of offensive rebounds and really put them back on. Will knock down some shots right here, extend their lead out to 3.
The pace might favor Pickett County. However, that Gordonsville team much deeper. They play about 10 guys, so they can go pretty deep into their bench, whereas Pickett County, they're only playing about 6 or 7. They'll sometimes bring in, obviously, Heath Wattenbarger, so that's about the main 6, and then sometimes Eli Reagan. So we'll see what they can do. If they can keep up that pace, keep it going. They're down 9-6 right now out of the timeout. First timeout taken by the Bobcats. Here's Amonette on the ropes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Gordonsville. Stay with Pickett County on the near sideline. Good defense there by the Tigers, though.
Really high energy defense down there by Gordonsville.
5:11 to play in the first quarter. The inbound to Lowhorn, looking around, finds Will Amonette, lets the 3-ball fly. It got blocked. It's loose now, picked up by Will. Hunter Wattenbarger on the left wing. He'll take it to the basket, runs into 2 defenders, and has to outlet it back out top to Will Amonette. Now Amonette, he'll penetrate to the basket. He got fouled, and he'll be at the line for 2 shots. I think the Tigers defender thought foul's going to be called on Braden Holloman. That'll be his first. I think the rest of the Tigers bench thought it was a charge as well.
Yeah, he definitely stood in there for one. I think there was a secondary defender that came over, actually got the foul.
It's going to be fun watching these two coaches coach on the sideline. They look similar from afar. They're both very tall, pretty slim, and got the same type of build. So got similar ball teams as well, and obviously very familiar with each other. First free throw good from Will Amonette. Second one no good, though. 9-7. Quickly up the court, but a steal by Lowhorn for Pickett County as he got back in transition. Will Amonette leading the break now. Handoff Zach. 3 ball from the right side. Off the mark, no good. Back in transition go the Tigers. This is Holloman spinning in the lane, lost his footing, passes off to another teammate who will lay it up and in. I don't even have that number on my board. That's Brody Sykes. He hasn't played in the ball game yet. Brody Sykes gets the 2 points that time. Missed at the other end was Pickett County. So Sykes gets the first 2 points for him. A shot coming from Ducray is going to be short, go out of bounds, and it's going to go to Pickett County. 11-7 early lead for Gordonsville in this one. Heath Wattenbarger checks in for Lowhorn, so that'll bring in a little bit of more offense, but defensively it might drop off just a tiny bit. Lowhorn brings a lot of energy on the defensive side and rebounding the basket. Order. Jacob Amonette will pass off to Heath Wattenbarger, trying to move it right side for Will Amonette, but it's poked out of bounds, last touched by the Tigers. It'll stay with Pickett County. That was Landon Baker who poked it away, so I mentioned it. They're going to go into their bench. They've already gone into it pretty deep. They just checked in another one in David Driver. Already seen 4 subs here for the Tigers. Zach Amonette will come off a screen, hand it off to Jacob left wing. We'll find Heath Wattenbarger, top of the key. Give it back to Hunter in the corner. Fakes right, goes left towards the baseline, puts up the shot high off the glass, gets the foul and the bucket. He'll be at the line for one.
Nice little jab step there. He got his defender rocked one way, took it to baseline, able to get it up high on the glass, got a little contact, got the and one.
We'll see if they can get Hunter going here. In the last 2 games, he's only combined for 14 points. Hasn't been in double figures in the last 2. And misses short on the free throw attempt after the foul. Tigers almost lost the handle on it. Now they get it back. Grisham on the left wing will give it back to Baker on the left side. Now finds Driver between the circles. Driver moves it right side in the hands of Baker. Baker drives right baseline, pulls up from 15 feet and knocks it down. Landon Baker 2 points, and it's a 13-9 lead for Gordonsville. Will Amonette will come across the timeline. Hand off to Hunter Wattenbarger. Move it right side. Spin around. Now he'll penetrate to the basket. Skip it all the way over to an open Jacob Amonette who couldn't handle the pass. He does get it back. Finds Heath Wattenbarger down low. And we'll see. I believe they called the foul while Heath had the ball. It was not on a shot, so it'll be underneath the basket. Bryson Greer going to be tagged with the foul. That's his first. Another sub coming back in for the Tigers is Holloman, and almost the turnover, and smartly letting it go into the backcourt is Zach Amonette. Eli Reagan getting set to come in for the Bobcats. 2:51 to play in this first quarter. Will up and in from the right side. A nice little shot fake by Heath as well. Gets the Bobcats within 2, 13-11. Here's Baker, top of the key, being guarded by Will Amonette. Pulls up from 15 feet, lets it fly off the mark, no good, and Will Amonette is hurt. Will Amonette is not putting any pressure on his right leg. Can't tell if it's his ankle or his knee or what it is, but coach is asking him if he can stay in. He's going to have to come out, and he can barely put any pressure on that right leg. He needs some help. He's walking off on his own power, I will say that, but he is not putting any pressure on it.
Looks like we got the medical staff over there to take a look at him.
He's going to try to keep it warmed up. It looks to be all right. We got a foul on the inbound on the Bobcats. That foul's going to be called on Eli Reagan. His first and the team's second. At the line is going to be David Driver. David Driver this season averaging about 3 points a ball game, knocks down the first free throw. So we'll make sure we keep an eye on Will Amonette. He's just still here on the near sideline, just trying to walk it off. I don't know if he just tweaked his ankle or what, but he's still walking on his own power, just trying to keep it warm, keep it loose. 2 good free throws by Driver. Zach Amonette trying to answer at the other end. In and out, no good, but rebounded by Eli Reagan. Out to Heath Wattenbarger. We'll find Hunter in the corner. 2:11 to play here in the first quarter. It's 15-11. Tigers on top by 4.
Reagan got way up on that rebound.
Wattenbarger, crossover, kick out to Reagan. He'll take the 3. High in the air, a little too deep. Does not go down. Holloman, the weak side rebound to the basket. Lays it up and in with the right hand. Went right past Jacob Amonette. Pretty good defense, but a better finish by Braden Holloman.
Got a good sign right here. Will's checking back in at the table.
Top of the key to Reagan. They kind of need him in there to handle the basketball. Hunter Wattenbarger to the basket, skips it over to Reagan on the right side. Missed the last 3, doesn't take the 3 that time. Dumps it off to Hunter in the corner. He'll take the three. He'll knock it down, and that's a big shot for the Bobcats. 5 points for Wattenbarger, fading away from the basket. At the other end, shot coming from Driver, somehow gets it to go with the left hand. That ball almost hit the top of the backboard.
Wow, it had a lot of English on it. I'm not sure how he got it to go down, but he did.
I don't know if he meant to do it, but it worked. Zach Amonette now at the other end, tried to dump it off to Heath Wattenbarger, and the ball stolen away by the Tigers. 19-14, Tigers lead. Holloman at the other end, high off the glass, too hard. Rebound, lost out of bounds, and they're going to call a foul on the Bobcats in the process. That was called, I believe, on Eli Reagan. Check that. They call it on Hunter Wattenbarger. That'll be his first and the team's third. Eli Reagan and Hunter Wattenbarger checking out. Will Amonette and Caleb Lowhorn checking back in for the Bobcats. Will still favoring that right leg a little bit. Down low, blocked away by Baker. Or blocked away. Baker was taking it to the basket, blocked away by the Bobcats. Zach Amonette in transition, picks up his dribble, finds Heath Wattenbarger on the left wing to the basket, lays it up, couldn't get the finish. Rebounds loose, picked up by the Tigers. 45 seconds to play in the first. Baker to the basket, no good. That's a pretty late foul call. He kind of let that one develop. And I guess I've seen that a lot. I guess you can kind of talk on it, but essentially what happened, Baker went up with it, drew some contact from Zach Amonette, and it looked like he waited to see if the ball was going to go in the hoop.
One of the things that they coach and they teach officials is have a patient whistle, right? If the ball had gone in right there, we probably got nothing. We probably got it going back the other way. So really patient whistle by the official. Thought it was a block. Tough play for Zach. They're going to the line right here for 2.
So the foul is called on Zach Amonette. A good explanation there from Casey Bolden. If you guys don't know, is a former referee here in the Upper Cumberland and many other places around, well, I guess the nation, not just UC Nation. 2 good free throws from Landon Baker. He's got 4 points. It's 21-14, 30 seconds to play in the first. Down low, Lowhorn gets hammered, and he might be at the line. We'll see if they call it on the ground. And he is going to be at the line. Foul's going to be called on David Driver. That's his first. So these are big free throws. Oh, check that. They did call it on the ground. Okay, so the Bobcats take it out. Inbound to Will Amonette on the left wing. 25 seconds and another foul called. This time on Landon Baker. That'll be his first. And now it's 1-1 for the Bobcats. So that's big, especially here just in the first quarter. Is going to send Will Amonette, the senior, to the line. It's going to stop the clock, give this Bobcats team a little bit of a time to rest. We'll see if Will Amonette can knock down the front end. And he does. Used all of the rim, rattled around, and then spun around on the rim. It gets it to fall.
Definitely got the shooter's roll right there. Let's see if he can knock another one down.
Second one is in and out, no good, and rebounded by the Tigers. 22 seconds on the clock for them. They lead it 21-15. This is Baker with it. We'll give it back to Driver out near half court. Driver will hand off to Baker with 10 seconds on the clock. Baker driving in on Will Amonette to the basket, puts up the shot, and a charge is called for the Bobcats. Nice job by Caleb Lowhorn down low to set his feet, draw the contact, and get the foul called on Landon Baker, his second.
We talked about it before the game. We got to win the battle of the dirty work. You know, taking that charge right there, that's part of the dirty work.
6 seconds on the clock for Will Amonette and the Bobcats. They trail 21-15. Will Amonette at half court, top of the key with 3 seconds. To the basket, floater in the lane, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. That's going to be the first quarter. 21-15 in favor of the Gordonsville Tigers. Strong offensive showing from them, as we'll be back in 1 minute right after this.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
Getting sick.
Is there anything worse?
When it happens, it's good to know neighbors are right there to help you.
Byrdstown Medical Center. Local people started it.
So neighbors and friends would have a place focused on wellness.
So when you're not feeling your best, get the answers.
Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-31. Insurance is accepted.
Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
here at Gordonsville High School. Bobcats start out with the basketball in the second quarter. They trail 21-15. Hunter Wattenbarger down in the post, kick it out to Zach Amonette for a three. Got 6 points right now. And a tip pass out of bounds, last touched by the Bobcats here on the near sideline, right in front of their bench. That's a big shot because it gets them within 3 points, 21-18.
Yeah, look right here for Hunter Wattenbarger to fire up this team. Little hustle play, a spark. Look for him to do something right here to give him a little energy.
Starters back into the game for the Tigers. Oh, a good defense there by Zach Amonette. Almost forced another steal. This is Clymer with the basketball for the Tigers. They lead by 3. Holloman tried to dump it off, and now a steal is there for the Bobcats. It's loose on the ground now, still loose. Will Amonette over to pick it up, throws it inbounds to Zach. Zach to the basket, puts it up, and gets it to go off the glass. Nice teamwork there by Zach and Will.
Yep, got Hunter out top. He was able to squeeze it out of there. Nice play by Zach.
And it's 21-20. Tigers looking for answers. Down low, Lowhorn going to be tagged with the foul as he was getting into it with Greer.
Greer's probably got him by 3 or 4 inches and probably at least 20, 30 pounds. Big guy in there.
That's the Co-D lineman of the year in Region 4A. Tigers looking to get it in. Will find Greer alongside the right baseline. Give it back to Clymer, who will hand it off to Grisham and then find Holloman out near half court. 21-20 the score. Just a minute in here to the second quarter. Grisham left wing. Gets the screen, gets double teamed, will pass out of it, move it right side of the hands of Holloman. Holloman will pull up from the free throw line, let it fly and bank it in. He's got 4 points. It's at 23-20. Will Amonette hand off to Zach. Zach will drift towards the left side. Top of the key to Hunter Wattenbarger, who lost the handle on it as he tried to go between the legs. Throws it in the corner to his brother Heath, who lost the handle on it. Now it's loose on the ground, but Lowhorn fights for it. Finds Will for a three. He knocks it down. Caleb Lowhorn keeping the ball alive for the Bobcats, and Will Amonette knocks down the triple, and it forces a timeout by the Tigers as this game is tied up at 23. There he is again, Caleb Lowhorn.
Yeah, we've talked about it. He's the Elmer glue of this team. He's got high energy. He's got a high basketball IQ. He loves to do the dirty work. He was able to squirt it out of there. We're able to knock down a big shot and tie the game up right here.
Big shot by Will Amonette, and still he is a little bit favoring that right leg, but obviously still playing hard and still playing well. And you can maybe attest to this, but I've heard from some of my friends who've played college basketball that sometimes when you have somewhat of a nagging injury like that, you're only focusing on that, so you play better.
Yeah, you actually do. You kind of get locked in. You kind of forget about what's going on. May have to just play through a little bit of pain right here.
23 all out of the timeout, 6:15 to play in the first half. On the right side of the hands of Grisham, that's a turnover by the Tigers. Just threw it straight out of bounds as Grisham was looking for Sykes down low.
This Pickett County bench, they're getting behind the team right here. They love the defensive effort.
Bobcats will have it back on offense, looking for their first lead of the ball game. Amonette on the right wing. Reverse it, tap the key to Will. Finds Hunter on the left wing now. Gets a screen from Lowhorn. Hunter penetrating, surveying, picks up his dribble and gives it back out to Zach towards half court on the 10-foot volleyball line. Over to Will, right side. 5:49 to play in the first half. Down low, Hunter Wattenbarger to the basket, lays it up, and somehow gets the roll to go.
Able to keep his body up in the air and hang and get the contact, was able to still get the bucket.
Holloman quickly to the other end, banks it in high off the glass from about 17 feet from the right side.
That's a really nice bucket right there by Holloway.
Makes the score tied up at 25 after the Bobcats took their first lead. Now we got a foul down low off the ball, and it's going to be 1-1, I believe, for Caleb Lowhorn. It is. That's going to be a foul on Braden Ryder Grisham. That's his first, team's 9th. And it's going to send Caleb Lowhorn to the line, and this is probably one area that he struggles at a little bit.
Yeah, he's working on it at practice. See if he can knock a couple down right here.
He's got a front end, takes 2 dribbles, lets it fly with the right hand, and he does rattle it in there. Big free throw from Lowhorn. His first point of the game. They call lane violation. They must have, because we're going the other way. They call a lane violation on the Bobcats, so that free throw does not count. And we're still going to stay tied at 25. Unfortunate there for the Bobcats. 5:20 to play here in the second quarter. Right side for Landon Baker. This is that second group who got it going for the Tigers. Holloman, kick it out to Driver. Driver drives in, puts up the shot, and gets the floater to go with the right hand.
Missed the traveling call right there. Got a huge advantage by not being called.
27-25, back on top go the Tigers. Will Amonette, nice little move, splits the double team, lays it up with the right hand. He's got 10 points already in the first half, still 4:49 to play. David Driver at the other end lost the handle, looking for Baker down low. That ball's out of bounds. Finally, they call it. Looked like it hit the end line twice. They called it the second time, and a turnover by the Bobcats. Will Amonette, hands on knees. You can tell he's going to be working hard in this game. There's still 4:42 to play in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got the basketball right now. Takes it to the basket, puts up the shot, and gets it to fall. How about Will Amonette? 12 points for the senior. Going to start to turn into a flu game, Michael Jordan-esque. And Hunter Wattenbarger reaching in for a steal is going to be called for a foul. Tried to step the passing lane, and that's going to be Hunter's second foul. 4:25 to go here in the second quarter. 2 more subs coming in for the Tigers. Greer checks back in along with Ducray. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to speed up those, we'll call them big men down low, and Lowhorn and Heath Wattenbarger. They're trying to tire them out a little bit. And so they're just going to keep rotating the 2 post players down low. So the starters back in down low for the Tigers. This is Holloman with it, right wing. Crosses over on Wattenbarger, skips it over to Driver, finds Baker left side. He'll drive in, put up the floater, can't get it to fall. Rebound picked up by the Bobcats. Up ahead to Zach Amonette, who got out in front. He'll lay it up and in with the right hand.
Great dime right there, too, by Wattenbarger. He caught Zach in full stride, put one dribble on the ground, was able to.
Moves it left side in the hands of Baker. He's going to go left baseline all the way to the basket. Strong move and lays it in. Just a burst of speed from Landon Baker. Will Amonette now at the other end with a 2-point advantage. Handoff to Wattenbarger is short on the triple. Rebounded by the Tigers. 31-29, 3:25 to play in the first half. Down low to Greer. Greer going down, blocked away by Lowhorn. Oh my! He spiked it down.
Like a volleyball right there. He spiked it over into the wall. Big time play by Lowhorn.
Lowhorn showing off the vertical and then showing off the ferocity with the block. It's going to stay with the Tigers underneath. Inbound to Ducray. He lost the handle, somehow gets it off to Driver, puts it high up in the air, can't get it to fall. Tigers still with it. Holloman, kick out, Driver on the left wing. He'll penetrate, find Ducray, put up the deep 2, that's no good, and another offensive rebound. Driver driving in, off to Ducray, goes left baseline, and it's stolen away by Lowhorn. Good defensive set there by the Bobcats. Under 3 to play in the second quarter. Will Amonette all the way to the basket. High off the glass, no good. Lowhorn the offensive rebound. Heath Wattenbarger goes up. He'll lay it in for the 2 points. 4 points for him, and it's a 4-point advantage for the Bobcats. 33-29, 2:40 to play in the first half. Here's Ducray, top of the key. Crosses over on Wattenbarger. Tried to dump it off on the opposite post to Greer. He does. They call the foul, but it's on the ground. Greer made the bucket, but the foul called on the ground on Will Amonette, and still a little shaken up as he's just kind of bent over underneath the basket. That's going to be his first foul. You can tell he's fighting hard in this one. Wattenbarger checked out of the ball game. I think they thought he picked up another foul. It was called on Will Amonette. Wattenbarger just with 2 fouls right now, so they thought he picked up his 3rd. Greer at the line, cannot connect on the free throw. It was a 1-and-1, misses on the front end. He has not scored in this ball game yet. Caleb Lowhorn doing a phenomenal job down low on him. Here's Zach Amonette, turned over by the Bobcats. Will was looking for Zach. It was a little behind him at the other end, a turnover by the Tigers. Now the Bobcats in transition. Zach Amonette left wing. Amonette crosses over, goes left baseline, pulls up from 10 feet, and it's blocked away by the Tigers. Good defense by Landon Baker. Baker will bring it up now for Gordonsville. Looking down low to Ducray, goes up with the shot, gets it, can't get it to fall, I should say, but he does get the foul call. A little touchy, but foul's going to be called on Heath Wattenbarger.
Really tough break right there. Looked like he went up straight. Must have got a little bit of arm right there, not a lot.
33-29 as it stands. Ducray at the line for a couple of freebies. First one high in the air, knocks it down.
Ducray also outweighs Heath Wattenbarger probably 20, 30 pounds too.
I think a lot of guys on the floor are going to outweigh Heath. He's a tall guy. Not a lot of weight to him, though. He's playing well in this one so far. He checks out to get a little bit of a breather along with Zach Amonette. That means Eli Reagan and Hunter Wattenbarger back in. Second free throw, no good from Ducray. Goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. It's 33-30 with 1:50 remaining here in the first half.
Coach Amonette wanted to slow it down right here. Wants to get a good set right here before under the 2-minute mark.
Will Amonette with the basketball for the Bobcats on the left wing. Pass off Hunter Wattenbarger will drift out towards half court and slow it up again. A minute and a half on the clock now. Will come back out to get it. Moves it right side for Jacob. Haven't seen him a whole lot in the offense. We'll see what he can do here. Takes it to the basket, lays it up, gets it to go with the foul. He'll be at the line for one. Just like that, Jacob Amonette gets into the scorebook, and a strong move by Jacob Amonette.
Yeah, he's able to see if he can complete the three-point play right here.
So Jacob Amonette going to be at the line. It's a 5-point lead as it stands. One free throw coming from Amonette, and knocks it down. Freshman now with 3 points. 36-30 at the other end. Sykes with the basketball. Puts up the shot over Lowhorn. He gets it to go with the foul. So he answers right back. And Lowhorn just got tagged with his second foul. Zach Amonette going to check in for him. So Lowhorn going to get a rest with 2 fouls. A minute and 20 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Hunter Wattenbarger is on the court with 2 fouls for the Bobcats. At the line for 1 free throw is Sykes. Lets it go high in the air. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Hunter Wattenbarger. So the Bobcats will have the basketball. 1:15 to play here in the second quarter. They lead it 36-32. Amonette with it on the right wing. It's a zone look defensively here for the Tigers. A little bit of a 2-3. Into the corner it goes to Will Amonette. Shoots over it, can't get it to fall. Rebound by Holloman. Make that Clymer. Clymer has it on the left wing for Gordonsville. Finds Holloman, fakes a 3, steps up. He'll shoot it, can't get it to fall. But Clymer, the offensive rebound, goes back up with a putback and gets it. And Clymer's first 2 points of the ball game. And some big ones. It's 36-34 with 40 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Bobcats going to try to stall for the final shot. Very spread out, almost a 1-2-2 rather than a 3-2 look here for the Tigers. Just in a half court instead of the full court.
Look for penetration right here near the buzzer and maybe possibly a kick out for an open shooter.
15 seconds and counting down. Amonette, both Amonettes, I should say, Will and Zach out near half court. Hunter Wattenbarger on the wing. Here's Zach Amonette with 5 seconds. Pulls up at 10 feet. A shot fake. Puts it up. Can't get it to fall. Rebounds loose. The Tigers have it with 2 seconds, but can't get a shot off in time. So the Pickett County Bobcats trailing by 6 to start the quarter. Now lead it by 2. 36-34 at the break. We'll take a short break. Come back and we'll break it down for you right here on UC Sports Nation.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
back here at Gordonsville High School. It is halftime, 36-34 in favor of the Pickett County Bobcats. They took a couple of punches in the first quarter, actually trailed by 6 at the end of one. It was 21-15. Roared all the way back in the second, gained the lead, and they now have the lead 36-34 at the break. Nice showing in that second quarter by the Bobcats.
Yeah, we knew this was going to be a slugfest. Gordonsville got a really good ball club. They're very well coached. Came out, really took a good they took their best shot at us right there in the first quarter, had us down. Pickett County able to battle back a little bit. Will Amonette a little bit banged up. It looks like he got back in the game. Looks like he's nursing it a little bit, but he's still able to go. Really good second quarter there by the Bobcats. Was able to get out in transition, get some steals, get some easy buckets, get some defensive stops. I think right here in the second half, got to figure out how to continue to control the boards, keep their big men pushed out a little bit away from the ball, and figure out how to stop those shooters, make sure we alter those shots. I think it's going to be a great second half. Could come down to the final possession, Jacob.
21-13 in that second quarter in favor of the Bobcats, so just kind of flip the script on the Gordonsville Tigers. We already saw a really good game in the girls' game earlier on. It was 62-50 in favor of the Lady Bobcats. They improved to 2-0 in district play, and these district games, as you know as well as anybody, these are as big as any, and every single player on the court is going to want them. Will Amonette, he's not going to come out of this ball game unless he cannot walk on that right leg.
Yeah, he's a gamer. He's rubbed a little dirt over there on the sideline, just strapped it up a little bit tighter, tied his shoe up, got back in the game. He's gritty, he's tough. He's not going to let a little bitty ankle injury get him down.
36-34 right now as it stands. Let's take you through the halftime stats as the Bobcats on top by 2. It's been the Will Amonette show in the first half. 12 points for the senior, who struggling a little bit with that right leg, tweaked either his ankle or something on the right leg early on in the first quarter. 10 points for Zach Amonette, 7 points for Hunter Wattenbarger, 4 for Heath, and 3 for Jacob Amonette. On the other side, 7 different players have scored for the Tigers as they put up 34 points in that first half. Leading scorer is Austin Ducray with 7 points. There are 3 players with 6, and Braden Holloman, David Driver, and Landon Baker. 2 points for Peyton Clymer, 3 for Ryder Grisham, and Sykes has 4. 36-34, the halftime score. Bobcats lead by 2. It is halftime here at Gordonsville High School. We'll take another break, come back, and have second half action on the other side.
The Pickett County Bobcats. Today's game sponsored by First Choice Family Care. When you're on the injury report, your choice is First Choice Family Care. 864-3232. By Kiesling Insurance. Auto, home, life, business insurance. Protecting families like yours with the best coverage. Kiesling Insurance. Pryor's Auto Spot. Saving you money on your next set of tires. Auto repairs, diesel too. Pryor's Auto Spot. Highway 111. And by People's Bank. Pickett County's community bank. Investing in the future. One customer at a time. People's Bank.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes Security Sales Consultant. The holiday delivery season is here. Know what's happening with Santa or the services that don't use reindeer with a high-definition camera system from Twin Lakes Security. With Twin Lakes, you can monitor deliveries in real time to ensure that your packages are safe and secure. Give me a call to talk about protecting your holiday deliveries and more at 931-528-2005 or visit us online at twinlakes.net.
T insert number C-0026.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Regular visits to the doctor, they can be a challenge to fit into your busy schedule.
Bye, Mom. I'm on my way to practice.
But those regular visits are the best way to keep your family healthy. Schedule an appointment today at Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. Keep the number handy for all those family sniffles, playground bumps, or rashes out of nowhere. 864-3187. Good to schedule that annual physical, too. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Welcome back here on Pickett County Basketball. We're inside Pickett County now with some of the FFA members, 4 of them actually, 3 seniors and a junior, and they're taking donations for Christmas gifts and some baking goods for the Pickett Care and Rehabilitation, and so we're going to kind of talk to them, figure out what that's all about. We're starting with Connor Dillon, a senior, with looking for in this Elves for Elders.
Well, I mean, things like blankets, socks, dolls, things like that. We're just taking up some small stuff to take to them for the holidays, such as word searches, books, deodorant.
So you guys are bringing in a lot of different stuff, taking in a lot of items for, I guess, what kind of brought you guys to want to do this for Pickett Care and Rehabilitation? And I guess I'll ask Zoe Branham, another senior here.
We just wanted to get together and do something nice for the elders in our community, give them such, holiday cheer, I guess.
Is this something that you guys have done in years past, or is this kind of a first time thing that you guys are trying to do here?
We have done it in the past, but this year we're trying to get more members involved with what we're doing.
And then Aaliyah, we'll kind of go to you. We've got the twins over here, Aaliyah and Zoe. But Aaliyah, what kind of excites you about this opportunity to help out at Pickett Care and Rehabilitation?
We just like to see the elders happy, and we just like to do and help for our community.
And then lastly, Gabby, another senior over here, is really excited about it. What's kind of going off that, and what excites you about trying to help out in the community?
Yeah, we've always tried to do this. It's really fun and exciting that we get to help the elderly in our community and help spread some Christmas cheer and see them smile.
And then lastly, guys, where can people in the community take these items? Where can they help out?
You can bring it to the high school, the Pickett County High School, and drop it off at the front desk, or see Miss Tracy or one of the FFAers.
That's Inside Pickett County. We'll be back in a moment on Pickett County Basketball.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here at Gordonsville High School, halftime score 36-34 in favor of the Pickett County Bobcats, but there's some other big scores around UC Sports Nation, Casey.
Yeah, UC Sports Nation scoreboard, Van Buren County over Monterey 55-41. Game we've been watching closely. Clark Range takes down Clay County 64-58. Cumberland County over Macon County 64. Final, White County over Upperman 44-39. Jacob, that's the scoreboard. Back to you.
So a couple of big scores around the area. Clark Range, a big win. White County, a big win as well. 36-34 right now, and a foul on the Bobcats. So the Tigers will have it underneath the basket. Looking to inbound. Jacob Amonette almost picked it off. Holloman has it now. Takes it middle of the lane and is going to get it to rattle in to tie the ball game up at 36.
Got it high up on the rim. Got a favorable bounce. Was able to get the deuce.
Bobcats back with it. Jacob Amonette, right wing. Hand off to Zach. Zach gets bumped. No call. The ball's loose on the ground. Still loose on the ground. Fighting for it is Will and Ducray, and the Tigers come up with it. Here's Grisham left wing, in the corner to Clymer. Lets the three ball fly off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Hunter Wattenbarger. He'll find Will Amonette in transition, streaking across the floor. Fake three by Jacob Amonette. He traveled with it, and that's a turnover by the Bobcats.
drug his feet a little bit, made it fake, and wasn't able to get his pivot foot back down.
Grisham on the other side, on the right wing, fakes the three and will pull it back out to Holloman. Will set up the offense. Holloman spinning around, dumping a pass off. Ball's out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Tigers underneath the basket. Just as many as 4 in that second quarter. Almost another steal by the Bobcats here. And that's been the reason why they've really turned up that defensive pressure. The Tigers still with it, though. Holloman left wing to Clymer. Clymer being guarded by Zach Amonette. Clymer fouled, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Clymer, and a charge taken by Jacob Amonette.
Coach Bibb not really excited about that one.
That's the second time that they've had that happen, where they didn't quite agree with it. Either they were trying to take the offense or take the charge. This time the Bobcats take the charge. Jacob Amonette gets credited with it. Back cut by Hunter Wattenbarger. I think he got 2 open, didn't realize it, and then he misses the bunny down low. He was expecting some contact. It never came and missed it. Tigers back with the basketball after a fortunate miss. At the other end, Holloman, a little runner, no good. Rebound picked up by the Bobcats. Hunter Wattenbarger will lead the break. It's him against 2 Tigers. Underneath the basket, can't get it to fall. Lowhorn, the rebound, smartly goes up with it as he had an arm draped across his arm. He'll be at the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, Hunter went up between defenders, thought he had a little bit of contact, wasn't able to finish it. Lowhorn came in, was able to clean it up. As he went back up, got his arm grabbed. He's at the free throw line. He's going to shoot 2.
Well, he's been pretty good from the line. Knocks down the first one right there. Mind you, he did have 1 free throw last half, but it was crossed out because of a lane violation by the Bobcats. It was on the front end of a 1-and-1, and it didn't count. He makes that one. And now the Tigers make a couple of subs. Sykes comes back in along with Driver and Landon Baker. Lowhorn going to be at the line again. Second free throw, short that time, no good. He's got 1 point on the evening. Here's Landon Baker at the other end, has an open lane, can't get it to fall. Lowhorn ripping away the rebound. Jacob Amonette pushing it now for the Bobcats. Top of the key in the middle of the lane to the basket. Left hand too hard. Rebounded by the Tigers. David Driver across the timeline on the right side, crosses over, finds Sykes, who will fake a 3, pick up his dribble, and off to Baker, top of the key. Baker, a couple of moves, drives in, might be offensive again, and it is. Jacob Amonette in good guarding position, draws the charge again.
Just got his backside down, made good legal guarding position, beat the offense to the spot, able to pick up one right in the chest. Big play right there for the Bobcats.
That's the 3rd foul on Landon Baker, but again, they play about 10 guys, so depth is no issue for this Tigers team, but he's been playing fairly well. Here's Hunter Wattenbarger off his screen. We'll skip it all the way over to Will Amonette, dump it off to Jacob, back to Will. Handoff Zach, top of the key, will fake a 3. Had a defender up in the air. Now he pulls up from 10 feet, and he'll get it to fall. Smart move there by Zach Amonette. He's got 12 points. David Driver now up the court for the Tigers. 5:23 to play here in the third. It's 39-36 in favor of the Bobcats. Left wing to Grisham for Gordonsville. In the middle of the lane to Ducray. Lost the handle, got it back. Looking to pass off, top of the key to Driver again. Right side to Baker, making a couple moves, passes it down low to Greer. Tied up, and a foul is called on the Bobcats instead. Foul's going to be called on Caleb Lowhorn, reaching in from the weak side. He was trying to grab for the steal, but he's going to be tagged with a foul. That's his 3rd.
Yeah, Wattenbarger was straight up as Lowhorn tried to come in and rip it out of there. He just got his arm.
Baker streaking to the basket. He got fouled again. He did. The Bobcats don't think so, but he definitely got bumped on the way to the basket. Jacob Amonette going to be tagged with his 2nd foul. It's going to be the team's 3rd quickly here into the 3rd quarter. 2 free throws coming for Landon Baker, who's playing with 3 fouls. Baker at the line. First free throw is good. He's been playing pretty well. He's got 7 points now. It's a very balanced offensive attack. Nobody really is kind of that go-to guy. I think Holloman can be, but he's been pretty unselfish with the basketball and hasn't really played a ton because all of these guys are getting a good amount of playing time.
Yeah, they've got a deep rotation right here. Got guys fresh. We'll see how that plays out in the 4th quarter.
8 points now for Baker after 2 good free throws. Here's a zone look defensively, a 1-3-1, but they break it easily, but it's blocked away behind by Grisham. At the other end, Baker tried to bounce it off to Ducray, out of bounds, and it's going to be Tigers basketball at the other end. Amonette thought he got fouled as he laid it up and in. Tried to lay it up and in, I should say. But it was altered enough that they called it a clean block by the Tigers. At the other end, they have it underneath their own basket. Inbound is stolen away by Hunter Wattenbarger. Up the court they go. Good pass to Will Amonette. Off to Zach Amonette. 3-ball from the top of the key is good. Hit the front of the iron, hit the backboard, and fell in for Zach Amonette. It's 42-38, and a foul is called on Hunter Wattenbarger. So Wattenbarger just picked up his third foul. So now Hunter Wattenbarger and Caleb Lohorn with 3. It's 42-38 with 4:26 remaining in the third quarter. David Driver will trigger it in for the Tigers as Ducray gets a rest on the bench. Bounce it into Baker. Ball is loose but picked up by the Tigers. Driver on the right corner will bring it towards the top of the key and set up the offense between the circles. They get their set, they start it. Baker on the right wing. Baker gets a screen from Sykes. Give it back to Sykes, streaking towards the basket. Has to go behind the back to get away from the defenders. We'll find Grisham for a 3 from the top of the key, who rattles it in. His second 3 of the game, that's a big one. Gets him within 1. It's 42-41. 4 minutes remain here in the third quarter. Hunter Wattenbarger left wing, skip it to Will in the corner. Now Jacob Amonette, top of the key. Everybody left him, so he'll take it, and he'll knock it down, and a timeout taken to get the defense set for Pickett County. Big 3 by Jacob Amonette. It's a full one. We'll take it with them. 45-41. Bobcats lead by 4. We're back in a minute.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad, 32-32. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There is no someday on the calendar. If there's something you want to do, then now is the best time to get started. Pick a date, go to work, and make your dreams come true. If you need money to finance your plans, come talk with People's Bank. We're friendly hometown lenders who really want to say yes to your loan request. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
A couple of threes from both sides makes the score 45-41 in favor of the Bobcats. They lead by those 4 points with 3:48 remaining here in the third quarter. This game, we thought it was going to be good, and it has been so much fun living up to expectations here for the second district game of the year for the Bobcats, first of the year for the Tigers. Here's Holloman, who just checked back into the ball game for the Tigers with the basketball. He gets double teamed, has to pick up his dribble, find Grisham. Right side to Driver. Driver inside to Baker, down low, puts up the shot, gets it to fall. The athletic Landon Baker over Hunter Wattenbarger.
Yeah, Wattenbarger's got 3 fouls, so he couldn't really go up and challenge like he wanted to, just had his arm straight up, so able to knock it down right over him.
First Tiger into double figures. He's got 10. Here's Will Amonette on the right wing for the Bobcats. We'll find Jacob Amonette on the top of the key. High defense here by the Tigers. Will Amonette will drift towards the right side, bounce it off to Hunter Wattenbarger. Down low in the post, comes to a jump stop, through some contact, gets it to fall, and he'll be at the line for 1. And then as he's falling down, falls into Holloman, who is in some serious pain down on the court. It was inadvertent. And foul is called on Landon Baker. That's a big foul. That's his 4th. The bucket good for Hunter Wattenbarger. He's got 9, and he'll be at the line for 1. And Holloman is able to jump up and walk it off. Just inadvertent from Wattenbarger there. He took the contact and then kind of just fell into Holloman, who was standing on the right wing. So the basket's good. Foul is called on Baker. It's his 4th, and Wattenbarger will be at the line for 1 free throw in a 47-43 ball game. They got to get a towel on the court to wipe up some of the perspiration. So the Tigers make a couple of subs. It's Holloman, Driver, Sykes, Grisham, and Clymer. For the Bobcats, Wattenbarger, but all 3 of the, actually it's just the Amonettes and the Wattenbargers. That makes it pretty easy. Free throw good for Hunter Wattenbarger.
Big 3-point play right there.
He's got 10 now. 48-43, 2:53 remaining here in the third. Driver on the right wing. They're really forcing him to go left. He doesn't want to. Now we'll pass over to Grisham on the wing. Looking down low, that is Holloman, who lays it up and in underneath the basket. A nice move by Braden Holloman. He's into double figures now with 10. 48-45, 2.5 to play in the third. Jacob Amonette lost the handle, but it's picked up by Zach. Puts up the 10-foot floater, gets it to fall. That's what makes him so dangerous. He's got that mid-range down. He's got the three-point down. He's done it all today. 50-45, Bobcats on top. Holloman on the top of the key now for the Tigers. Handoff to Clymer, putting up the 15-foot jumper from the free throw line. No good. Rebound is ripped down by Hunter Wattenberger. And the Bobcats will slow it up for the time being with 2:06 on the clock here in the third frame. 50-45, they lead. Handoff Zach Amonette, who gets bumped, and now looking down low to Heath Wattenberger. Kick it out to Hunter on the wing, who has to sky for the pass. Now will drive it left baseline, pull up short of the defender, get his own rebound on the miss, back up with the foul, and got it to go again. Have yourself a night, Hunter Wattenberger.
Yeah, he flexed up on him right there, was able to get his own rebound, go up, get the and one. Big time play right there, Jacob. Puts the Bobcats up 7 with about $1:50 to go here in the third.
That's their biggest lead of the ball game, 52-45. And it sends Wattenberger to the line for another and one opportunity. Hunter just knocked down one of them. Can he do it again? Free throw, good. 13 points now for Hunter Wattenberger. I wondered if this would be a game where he kind of starts to come alive. Hadn't been in double figures in 2 games. He's got 13 of them right now.
Yeah, you can tell he's definitely having a little breakout game right here.
Clymer, bounce it right baseline to Driver, puts up the shot over Heath Wattenberger, no good, but rebounded on the weak side by Sykes. Might have been a travel, no call. Rebound loose, still loose, and finally corralled in by Heath Wattenberger. 1:26 to play here in the third quarter. Is there a sleeve or a belt? Something came off. It's on the floor. Looked like a knee brace maybe. Here's Will Amonette at the other end, puts up the little floater in the lane, can't get it to fall. And now Peyton Clymer will lead the break for the Tigers. 53-45, they trail by 8 with 1:09 to play in the third. Holloman left open, corrals it, lets it fly, cannot get it to fall. Not too many times that's gonna happen. Here's Will Amonette, eyes up, finds Hunter Wattenberger on the wing. Hunter jabs right, goes to the basket, has an open lane and lays it up and in for 15. Up by 10 now are the Bobcats. 46 seconds to go in the third. High shot goes off of the backboard support and out of bounds. And that's going to be Bobcat basketball.
You can definitely tell Gordonsville's rattled a little bit right here. They're feeling the pressure. They're down 10. Not a good possession right there. Pickett County may hold right here for the final shot of the quarter.
55-45. Bobcats have it. 35 seconds to play. Wattenberger with it, almost lost the handle, now pulls it back out as the double comes. Zach Amonette, top of the key, pulls it from the 15-foot free throw line, got it blocked, rebounds loose, tipped to Lowhorn underneath the basket, got fouled, and he'll be at the line. What a smart play. The ball came out to Zach Amonette, who tipped it down low to Lowhorn, who had a defender up in the air. He gets fouled, and he'll be at the line for 2 shots.
A little tip pass right there. It was great. The ball went long. Zach was able to get his hand on it, tipped it right in there to Lowhorn. He's at the line.
2 free throws for the senior, short on the first attempt. Lowhorn has 1 point here tonight. He's 1 for 3 from the stripe. That foul was on Austin Ducray. That was his second and the team's 6th. So the next foul sends the Bobcats to the line for the rest of the game. Lowhorn, second free throw, good. 2 for 4 now, and 2 points on the night. For the senior, it's 56-45, and Hunter Wattenberger almost another steal, almost goes diving into a fan there on the far sideline.
Yeah, that would have hurt. The fan grabbed him before he got into him pretty good. Hunter's a big guy.
20 seconds to go in the third quarter, an 11-point advantage for the Bobcats. Driver with the basketball, pounding the rock with the right hand, moves it into the hands of Clymer on the right wing. Clymer gets a screen, steps over it, finds Grisham with 5 seconds. Skip it over to Holloman with 3 seconds, lets the 3-ball fly. Nothing there. It was an air ball, and that's how the third quarter ends. What a quarter. 20 points in that quarter for the Bobcats. They lead it 56-45. We're back in a minute on UC Sports Nation.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches. It's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improved 20 years experience. See Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
8 minutes are on the clock as we get set to start the fourth quarter. It reads the Bobcats leading by 11, 56-45. They put the beat down on in that third quarter. Can they keep that going here in the fourth and try to close out their second district win of the season?
Gordonsville changed it up a little right here, Jacob. Looks like they've gone to some sort of zone.
And almost come up with a steal. Instead, they call a foul, and it looks like obviously a little bit of perspiration over there. They call a foul on Zach Amonette. Looked like they were fighting for it on the ground. Amonette is going to be tagged with his second foul and the team's fifth. And the Tigers, well, they're going to force a turnover there. So Holloman will take it out. They'll inbound to Driver. It's 56-45. This is the first district game of the year for the Tigers, the second for the Bobcats, and the first true road game for this boys Bobcats team. Here's Holloman in the middle of the lane. A little floater with the right hand is good for Braden Holloman. He's got 12.
You got to think that Gordonsville's going to make a run. Pickett County's just got to be able to sustain that run.
Hunter Wattenbarger with the basketball. We'll skip it over to Will. Amonette will step through a double team in the corner to Zach. Fires away the triple, knocks it down. 20 points for Zach Amonette. And he may be over 2,000. I believe he was. Actually, that might have been his 2,000th right there. I believe he was 20 points away from 2,000 career. Well, he's got 20 of them. Here's a three at the other end. No good for the Tigers, and a foul by Peyton Clymer. He didn't think so, but that's just a silly spot to try to get that. And now it's going to be 1-1 for the freshman, Jacob Amonette. He was about 90 feet away from the basket. I realize what he's trying to do, and it looked fairly clean, but you're putting the ref in the position to make the call. He calls it a foul. Foul's called on Clymer, and it's going to send Amonette to the line. So the freshman at the line for a couple of big free throws. Yeah, it's a 12-point lead, but this Gordonsville team, they can get hot. And the front end is good. 7 points for Jacob Amonette. And Amonette goes 2 for now for the Bobcats. Landon Baker at the other end with a head of steam. Can't get the shot to go at the basket. And now the Bobcats will slow it up. Will Amonette with it. Jacob Amonette in the middle of the zone to the basket. Jump stop, kick it out to Hunter Wattenbarger. Fakes a three. Out to Will. He'll fire the three. That one off the mark, no good. And there were two Bobcats there. Both of them were thinking about going for it, and then neither of them went for it. And the ball ended up going out of bounds.
Yeah, tough possession right there. I love the ball movement, though. They were able to swing it around. They got a great shot, just didn't go down.
Braden Holloman at the other end, dicing up the defense, putting up the shot. Couldn't get the finish. Rebounded by Jacob Amonette.
That's back-to-back rebounds by Jacob Amonette down there in big boy land.
6:18 to play in the ball game. Bobcats lead by 14, and now a foul inside as it's going to be called again on Peyton Clymer. That might be his fourth. And it is. So Clymer has 4 fouls. Landon Baker also has 4 fouls. Ducray going to check out along with Holloman, and they're going to leave those two in there right now. So they're sticking with Clymer and Baker with 4 fouls. They bring out Holloman. Amonette at the line for the front ends, can't get it to fall. Tigers back with the basketball. They trail by 14, 61-47. There's 6 minutes remaining in the ball game. They can get hot in a minute. Landon Baker banks it in, and he gets a foul. He'll be at the line for 1. Pulled up from the free throw line, had Lohorn in his face, and Lohorn going to be tagged with the foul. Check that. I think they called it on Zach Amonette. I don't even think he was next to the play.
Yeah. I think they got the wrong player on the foul.
I think they did. And they might try to check this. Referees, they aren't going to check it. I don't know, but I thought it would have been on Lohorn if it was. That was his 4th. So it actually might work out better because that's going to be Zach's 3rd rather than Lohorn's 4th. There's a foul on the other end. And that's Peyton Clymer. He just fouled out of the ball game.
Yeah.
So again, why don't you pull him out after he picks up his 4th foul? Now he picks up his 5th, and you have to bring in somebody who has not played in this ball game yet. This is an interesting substitution here as well. You have Holloman over there, who's fine, and they bring in Kyle Adams, who has not played in this game yet.
Yeah, you lose a big-time ball handler right there when he goes out of the game. It's interesting that he didn't try to give him a sub.
So now Zach Amonette at the line is going to knock down the free throw. He's got 21 of them. Just interesting decisions being made here, in my opinion. Obviously, I am no coach, so I don't know what's going on that sideline. 62-50 after the good free throw. Second good free throw by Zach Amonette. He's got 22 in the ball game. 63-50 now. 5:50 to play in the ball game. Driver on the right wing. Into Baker at the free throw line, playing with those 4 fouls. Falls to the ground, finds Grisham. Top of the key, it goes to Adams. Right side, back to Driver, back to Baker. Top of the key, crosses over, into the basket. We got a whistle. And they're going to call that on Caleb Long. Oh, it is offensive. They were waiting a little bit. I didn't know if they were going to call it offensive or not. It looked like Lowhorn was straight up, and that's a big call because that would have been Lowhorn's 5th.
Yeah. We've got mass confusion going on right here.
And now on the other side, that was on Landon Baker, so that is his 5th. So now that you don't bring out 2 players with 4 fouls, you just fouled out 2 of your players in Landon Baker and Peyton Clymer. And they're thinking that he's got 4. I had him down for 5. They've got him in the book for 5.
Yeah, the referee wasn't going to let the sub at the table come in, but he was coming in for the guy that had fouled out. He was a little confusion there.
So 5:37 to go in the game. The Tigers have 2 players foul out now, and 2 players that could have been taken out when they picked up their 4th fouls. They leave them in, take them out, and they're no longer able to play in this ball game. So Holloman finally back in, and another foul call at the other end on the Tigers is going to be called on Driver. And that's going to be Driver's 2nd foul. So now into double bonus are the Bobcats. So going to the line will be Will Amonette. 5.5 to play in this ball game. Might get a little slow here going in the last final 5.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. We've got a combination that we hadn't had out on the floor much out on the floor for Gordonsville right now.
Will Amonette knocks down the first free throw. It's a 14-point advantage. Make it 15-point advantage. And it might be another free throw coming. The box out on Will Amonette. They're going to say looked like a little too aggressive. And another foul called on the Tigers. 2 more free throws for Will Amonette.
Yeah, he got the guy at number 11 came over to box him out and really just kind of shoved him out of the way on the box out on the free throw. That's the 10th foul, so Will's going to go back to the line and shoot 2 more.
So Driver just got tagged with his 3rd foul. He had the foul beforehand too. And Amonette, he's pretty automatic from the line. He knocks it down again.
Gordonsville losing a little bit of composure right here.
And second free throw good. 16 points for Will Amonette. It's 67-50. Bobcats trailed by as many as 6 in the first quarter, 21-15 at the end of the first. And almost the turnover. Holloman has it right wing. Driver in the right corner, spins around to the basket, a wild shot, but gets bailed out by Will Amonette. He's going to be tagged with his 2nd foul. And that'll be the 7th team foul in the Bobcats. And it sends David Driver to the line. So, I mentioned it might get a little slow going here. Getting a little foul happy possibly, but also you don't want this game to get out of hand because there's a possibility of that happening with the Tigers. They're upset. They're down by 17 in a game that they've been in for most of the game. Driver misses the first free throw, and the Tigers take a timeout, just the 32nd one. So we'll keep it right here. 67-50 with 5:13 to play in the ball game. Don't forget the latest on the Bobcats and all the Upper Cumberland foes. Wake up with high school basketball Saturday morning on Rock 93.7. It's the high school playbook as we talk live with players and coaches, and it's presented by Mountain Barn Builders.
Yeah, when I think back to some of the keys of the game for Pickett County, we talked about winning the dirty jobs, loose balls, offensive and defensive rebounding, taking charges. Pickett County's won that battle, Jacob, and it's really what's led to this lead that they've been able to run out here to 17. Gordonsville going to continue to play hard the rest of the game. Pickett's just got to take care of the basketball, make a few buckets, get a few defensive stops. and head back to Byrdstown with a win.
67-50 right now. 5:13 to play in the game. Out of the timeout. Free throw is good for David Driver. He's got 7 points now. It makes it 67-51. Still a 16-point advantage for the Bobcats. Zach Amonette on the right wing. Amonette looking for a screen, surveying. Now will pass off to Lowhorn, top of the key, give it back to Zach. He's got the mismatch on Sykes. They're going to clear out and let him go one-on-one unless he just wants to waste time, and he can absolutely do that too with a 16-point lead. Looks like they might do that. They're going to go 5 wide. They're just going to try to waste some time unless they get an open lane. Wattenbarger through a defender, pulls up, pass off Lowhorn, goes up, plays it in.
Yeah.
Fist pump from Caleb Lowhorn as well.
Yeah,
You'll love to see it.
We've got four ball handlers on the court right now. I think anybody can take them off the dribble.
4.5 to play in this ball game. It's 69-51. Holloman off to Grisham. Will find Driver on the left wing for the Tigers. Over the top for Sykes. Too high, out of bounds, and it goes back to the Bobcats. Heath Wattenbarger going to check in here for Caleb Lowhorn. Standing round of applause for Lowhorn as he comes off the court. He got his first field goal right there. Had a couple of points from the free throw line, but finds his first field goal.
Been showing him some love when he came over.
They're going to go 5 wide again, and they're just trying to waste some time unless they get an open look like they did with Lowhorn underneath the basket. Here it is again, an open look for Amonette, a little short on the jumper, but rebounded by Heath Wattenbarger. And instead they're going to say it was a foul on Heath Wattenbarger. So that'll be his second. That's going to be free throws coming for the Tigers. 8th team foul, so still 2 away from the double bonus. It sends, see if they get the free throw shooter correct here. They got Ducray at the line. Ducray going to be at the line for 1 in bonus with 4:02 to play, down by 17, and he airballs the front end. Well, that's tough if you're the Tigers, to say the least. 69-51, that automatically gives it to the Bobcats, and now they're going to send a full court press out there with a 1-2-2. Throw it over the top for Jacob Amonette in the backcourt, dribbles through to the trap, finds Heath Wattenbarger. Give it back to Will Amonette. Will Amonette steps through a double team. Looked like they were trying to foul, no call. Will Amonette still there. You have David Driver running around, looking to get the ball. Will Amonette in the corner. 3:42 to play in the game. It's just keep away at this point for the Bobcats. After Wattenbarger with the basketball, hand off to Jacob Amonette. He'll drive in, split a double team, find Heath. He'll take a couple dribbles, over to Will. Doing a pretty darn nice job here of just wasting time, moving the ball around. Mind you, they mentioned it, last couple possessions, they've just gone 5 wide, meaning all 5 players out along the perimeter. Heath is inside the perimeter, but they're staying wide and trying to spread out the defense.
Comes a double team.
They're letting them play too. They're not calling the fouls. It's gotten fairly physical, but it's a clean physical, if that is a thing. Might be an oxymoron, but you know. There's Will Amonette at half court. 69-51, 2:48 to play in the ball game, and Bobcats still moving the ball around well. Off to Heath Wattenbarger. Wide open layup, lays it in for the 2 points. A no-look pass from Amonette to Heath down low, and it's a 20-point lead, 71-51. How about this game from the Bobcats? It was a ball game all the way up until this 4th quarter, and now they're leading by 20.
Yeah. We thought it might go the other way with Gordonsville having more depth, but Pickett County's only played 6-7 kids. They're hanging in there tough, playing outstanding here in the 4th.
Grisham dials up the triple, can't get it to fall. The long rebound, finds his hands, goes back in and tried to dump it off. He gets fouled, and he'll be at the line. Should be for a 1 in bonus, but they're probably going to give him 2. And they do give him 2. I say should be 1 in bonus because he was passing the ball even though he was jumping up in the air, but they give him 2 shots anyways. It's the 9th team foul, so the next will be 2 shots for the Tigers at the line. Grisham knocks down the first. Checking into the game is going to be Eli Reagan for the Bobcats. And Jacob Amonette will take a rest on the bench. Probably the final time with 2:09 on the clock. Get some good minutes here for the other freshman in Eli Reagan. Grisham knocks down both. He's got 8 points.
Jacob Amonette had a couple of big rebounds, couple of big plays here in the 4th quarter.
Eli Reagan has to streak over to get that ball from going out of bounds. Here's Heath Wattenbarger at the other end. Minutes on the clock for the Bobcats. And almost the steal by Ducray out near half court. Pass it over to Will here on the near side. Will dribbling around, evading the defense, and now a foul is called on David Driver. That's going to be his fourth. Scores 71-53, 18-point advantage, possibly a 20-point advantage after 2 free throws from Will Amonette here. We'll see if he can knock them both down. He's 4 of 4 from the line in this fourth quarter. He's 6 of 8 on the ball game. Takes one dribble, flies it in the air, knocks it down. He hasn't scored a field goal in this second half, and now a lineup change coming from the Tigers. They're going to bring the rest of the bench in.
It looks like they're throwing in the white towel right here.
They're down 19, 72-53. We'll see if Coach Amonette does the same. It looks like he might. Well, we didn't think we'd see the reserves in this one, but they're going to get a play in this one with
Absolutely.
a minute 48 to go.
Everybody getting in the game is always a great thing.
We got to talk to Gage Harris before the game about kind of playing in these types of games. And he said, you know, you just go out there and try to have fun. That's the only thing you can do. But he also said you got to run the offense right. Otherwise, Coach Amonette not going to be too happy. Here's a pull-up transition 3 from Zach Amonette. And that's just how this night has gone for the Bobcats. He knocks it down, and now he'll come out of the game. Zach Amonette, 2,000 career points in this game for him. He comes out, standing ovation from the Bobcat fans. The Bobcats check in, a whole lineup change. So on the floor for them is going to be Caden Miller, Gage Harris, Caden Thomas, Lyric Paris, and Eli Reagan. And then we'll see if they can get in Gavin Daniels as well.
Outstanding pull-up jumper by Zach. He's got 1-on-3, pulls up from the three-point line and knocks the bottom down.
He's going to finish this ball game with 24 points. Here's a pass down low. And it's going to be called on Caden Miller, and that's going to send the Tigers to the line. That'll send Eli Adams to the line to shoot 2 free throws. With 1:15 to go in this ball game, it's 76-53, a 23-point advantage for the Bobcats on the road, mind you. Eli Adams into the scorebook. He knocks down the freebie. Coming up next for the Bobcats, doesn't get any easier. They go down to Coffee County. Coffee County 4-3 on the season. They play one heck of a schedule in Class 4A. And rebound on the missed free throw by Caden Miller. That's going to be a fun girls game as well. We're talking to Josh Peterson, who's the broadcaster for Coffee County before this game, talking about how that girls team, they've got 2 6'3" players for the Coffee County Red Raiders.
Yeah, they can play with their back to the basket. It ought to be a really fun game next Tuesday night.
Gavin Daniels trying to knock down the triple from the right side. Couldn't get it to fall at the other end. Tigers, they're going to try it. That's off the back iron, no good. Rebound loose, still loose. Eli Adams has it. He gets fouled again, and he'll be at the line. Went 1 for 2 the first time. 76-54 right now. 45 seconds to play in the ball game. We got any finals over there on the UC Sports Nation scoreboard?
Yeah, we got another final just coming in. Stone Memorial Girls 67, DeKalb County 54. That's going to be a final. And then a really interesting score at halftime. Upperman leads White County 18-14. About 25 fouls called there in the first half.
So a slow-moving game in that one, and obviously the girls, White County girls, getting a huge win over Upperman in the first game. And then the boys, they're going to try to do the same thing, but that's a brutal one, 18-14. Here's Gage Harris going to the basket. He's got 2 points. He's fun to watch play the game.
Yeah, I love Gage Harris when he gets in. He's always fun to watch. He's got a lot of energy and excitement. He got one up, was able to get it down.
Eli Adams at the other end, can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Bobcats, 17 seconds to play. This is Caden Thomas with it. Bounce it off to Caden Miller, who lays it in, gets the foul. He'll be at the line.
I love when these young guys get in. They're such fun to watch. Their energy and passion. They play every day in practice, and their opportunity to get on the court, outstanding and one.
They're making the most of it. Miller knocks down the free throw as well. He's got 3 points in this contest. 81 points for this Bobcats team. How about that? Tigers with the basketball with 4 seconds, and a steal by Miller. Pickett County Bobcats. Final score, 81-54. They beat the brakes off of the Gordonsville Tigers on the road for their 2nd district win of the season. What a win for the Pickett County Bobcats. Take a break, come back, and break it down for you.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
Wellness is about people. People like Dr. Andrew Todd, Dr. Matthew J. King, FNP Benjamin Aaron. Local experts taking care of local people so you can relax and feel at home. That's the goal at Byrdstown Medical Center, making it a comfortable place where you and the team focus on your health. Being well. Byrdstown Medical Center. Schedule an appointment today, 864-3187. That's 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Bobcats basketball, sponsored by Pryor's Auto Spot. Get your car repaired, done right the first time. Schedule your work now at pryorsautospot.com. By Byrdstown Medical Center, local experts taking care of local people. Schedule an appointment today, 864-3187. Union Bank, with the modern tools to make banking easier. The experience you can count on. Union Bank, member FDIC, by Brown's Funeral Chapel, helping families all across Pickett County. Proud to support the Bobcats. Brown's Feminette's Eagle Auction and Realty, where we soar higher. Book your next auction at eagleauctions.com.
Going to the doctor regularly. It's not your favorite thing in the world, but it is the key to staying healthy. So schedule an annual physical with Byrdstown Medical Center. 864-3187. A lot can change in a year. Better to fix it than wonder, right? 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center was started by local people to take care of neighbors and friends, like you. Schedule your wellness exam now. Most insurance is accepted. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Now, the Union Bank post-game report. Proud to serve Byrdstown with modern tools to make banking easier. Union Bank.
Well, that was a fun night. Welcome into the Union Bank post-game report. Pickett County picks up 2 wins on the road at Gordonsville. On the girls' side, it was a 12-point victory, 62-50. On the boys' side, a blowout win, 81-54, in a game that was fairly close through 3 quarters, and then Pickett County just kept that pressure up into the 4th.
Yeah, I think back again, Jacob, to some of the keys of the game. When I think about it, Pickett County won the dirty jobs. They got more loose balls. They got more rebounds. I think they took 3 or 4 offensive fouls down there on the other end. Big-time momentum changers within the game. They played at a high level of intensity. Zach Eminette, 25 points. It was a total complete team effort. Great win right here for the Bobcats.
They improved to 7-1 on the season, 2-0 in district play. The Gordonsville Tigers fall to 5-3 and 0-1 in district play. The Pickett County Bobcats, they trailed 21-15 at the end of 1, crawled all the way back and led at halftime 36-34. And still, even after the end of 3, they were only up by 11, but it just seemed like Gordonsville was right there the whole time. And then in the 4th, it just completely took over. They started hitting their free throws. They only had, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'll call them 4 field goals before junk time in that 4th quarter.
Yeah, Pickett County ran out that lead. They've got 4 ball handlers on the court with about 3.5 minutes to go. They just decided they were going to salt the game away. They played keep away out front, didn't turn the ball over, still was able to get a few buckets, got all the young kids in the game. Really, again, a great win. They're going to feel good headed back to Byrdstown tonight.
It was a really strong second half shown by the Pickett County Bobcats in the first half. There were times where they were teetering, and still had the lead go into the 3rd quarter and finish it out very, very strong. Let's take you through the final stats. They win this one 81-54. The Pickett County Bobcats led by Zach Amonette, who surpassed 2,000 career points. Very big congratulations. I know I said that last broadcast. We thought he surpassed 2,000. Now we know for sure he needed 20 coming into this ball game. He put up 24 because that's what Zach Amonette does. 17 points for Will Amonette, 15 for Hunter Wattenbarger, 8 for Jacob Amonette, 4 for Caleb Lohorn, 6 for Heath Wattenbarger, 2 for Gage Harris, and 3 for Caden Miller. Good for 81 points on the ball game. For the Gordonsville Tigers, fall to 5-3 on the season, 0-1 in district play. They were led by Braden Holloman with 12 points, 10 points for Landon Baker, 8 for Ryder Grisham, 7 for David Driver. Peyton Clymer had 2, 7 for Austin Ducray, 1 for Eli Adams, and 4 for Sykes. 81-54, the final score. Coming up next for the Pickett County Bobcats and Lady Bobcats go on the road even further south to Manchester, Tennessee, where they will take on the Coffee County Red Raiders. The girls team, very good basketball team. The boys team having a strong season. They just play a really tough schedule. But for both sides, it's going to be a really fun matchup. But for the Red Raiders, they're playing starting tonight. They're playing 4 games over the next 5 days, and it's going to finish out with the Pickett County Bobcats. That's going to be their 4th game in 5 days, so they're going to be tired. Plus, they have district games in between there. They've got rivalry games. We might catch them on a good night, being the Pickett County Bobcats.
Absolutely. After you play 4 games, you're going to have tired legs. So we're going to catch them in a good spot. It's at their place. It's a really tough environment to go play. I'm sure Coach Smith's going to have his team coached up, ready to go down there and put his best team out on the court.
Well, it's going to be a fun night, and we're looking forward to it. We had a fun night tonight. Hopefully you guys did as well. We appreciate you, as always, tuning in right here on UC Sports Nation. We'll be back next Tuesday, same time, 5:45 on UC Sports Nation on our YouTube page at Stonecom Radio. We'll tweet it out. We'll put it out on Facebook. The coaches will put it out. We'll make sure you guys see it. As always, we appreciate you guys tuning in wherever you're listening from. For Casey Bolden, I'm Jacob Vincent. We'll talk to you from Manchester coming up next Tuesday.